Well, well, well. Look what we have here.
It is a long-lost Alex.
We've got Alex appearance. And we've got the worst game of WILDCARD weekend. Who cheered?
Yay.
Nobody want to watch this game. Let's be honest.
I mean, sure, there's people that do want to watch it.
This is what I'm saying. I'm here to laugh at Justin Herbert. Me too. You guys, I told you in the off season, CJ is him. And also, you got everybody clowned on him all season long because he sophomore slumped, which every rookie does, including Justin Herbert. In case anybody forgot. But the Chargers have chargered. That's one of the 3 wild cards eliminated. We're hoping to go 2-0 tonight. Send Pittburgh home. Send them packing. Sorry, we got a lot of Steelers fans that come in through here, but I do not feel bad. I want all of the wild cards in the AFC eliminated this weekend. And to be completely honest, I think I want all of the wild cards in the NFC to win this weekend. Like, I want the AFC wild cards to lose and the NFC to win. Washington, Minnesota, and who's the third one?
Washington, Minnesota, Philadelphia.
No. They won our division. They're playing against Green Bay. Washington, Minnesota, and Green Bay. I want them 3 to win this weekend. I want all of the wild cards in the AFC to lose.
So, since that's really cool and that is perspective,
but that's how I feel.
Listen, Green Bay, just like last year, travels to the NFC East champion to play their wild card game. They go into Philly.
Well, they started their season against Philly and Brazil too.
I'm just saying, and you want to hear something kind of hilarious because before we start up every night, I'm always flipping through, and I got Grossi's stream up over here on my right, and he's late, and he's got Perna running his stream right now. I was kind of confused when I clicked on it.
Oh man, I hope Perna suffers the most devastating heartbreak tomorrow. No offense, I like the guy, but I hope they lose 38-0 in the wild card round of Buffalo.
I haven't made my final decisions about Sunday's games yet, or at least all of them. And that game and
now my decisions were made.
Yeah. I haven't made my decision about that game yet. I have it in my head that Denver might win that game.
No, I feel like they definitely can win that game, but I hope Buffalo stomps the absolute – because I want Buffalo's confidence at an all-time high before they meet a tougher opponent than Denver, okay? I want their confidence through the roof. 38-0 win. Josh Allen will be on the highest seat he's ever sat in his life. Because then they're going to probably play a team like Houston next, right? It's possible that Buffalo plays Houston next. If all the wild cards win.
Well, if Baltimore
it would be Baltimore or Houston if Baltimore wins tonight. And if not, it'll be Baltimore or
if Baltimore wins tonight, then and Denver and Buffalo wins, then Buffalo and Baltimore play, and that would be a dandy too, honestly.
Yeah. Look, every time Buffalo and Baltimore met in the postseason, Buffalo smokes them. I want them at their highest high going into whoever they play in the second round, just for the most devastating heartbreak. Now, I've got this all scripted the way I want it, and so far we're 1-0 in my script writing.
I want to know I'm just for the pick'ems, and I'm 1-0 in the pick'ems. So
I'm 0-1 in the pick'ems because I really thought the Chargers were going to win. I should have known better.
So I was the only one this time. Okay, only one. So
I've been there. I've been in your shoes. I've been in your shoes. You know that one time I picked the Giants, and it was just me who stood alone. You know, there's been lots of instances where I sat alone, so I know how that feels. I tip my cap to you, sir.
Hey, listen, Lindsay, they're going to interview a lot of people for that DC. So Eberflus is one of my choices. At least he's a top 5.
My final score prediction for this game is 17-21, which is considerably a good game.
Amazingly enough, Goodell is in Baltimore tonight.
I bet he'll be at all the primetime games. So whoever plays the late game tomorrow, I bet he'll be there too.
They are in the middle of the national anthem.
Yeah, we got about maybe 5 minutes tops to kick off. It would be funny It would be so funny if Pittsburgh wins this game. Like, it would be absolutely hilarious, but I do not want it. I need these AFC wildcards out. They're the most dangerous teams because they're the ones that are all down right now, other than Houston. Baltimore and Buffalo, they're at the top. They've been at the top. Like, they haven't really slumped at all this year. But all these other teams have been slumping off and on. They've been streaky. That's why I want them out, because I don't trust them.
If in this game here, if Pittsburgh's defense can hold serve in the first quarter, not let them get away from them.
Oh, Baltimore gets a lead, I feel like it's over.
That guy looks motivated. That TJ Watt, he looks like he's ready.
TJ Watt, I never heard of her. That stadium is so fucking pretty, though. Excuse my language. I don't care. I'm not the same Alex I was like 4 weeks ago. I've been through the trenches the last couple of weeks. I do not care. But Baltimore that stadium lit up in purple and everything like that when they were showing the overhead. I was like, man, that is so pretty. I can't wait until the Chiefs game, because obviously they're playing at Arrowhead. It don't matter if it's at night or not, but I can't wait to hear that stadium scream home of the Chiefs. I can feel it in my soul. I'm ready. I'll be here. I'll be off the AFC Championship, NFC Championship game. Officially, that's an off day for me. Book it. We'll be in here. We're going to do both of them, right?
I mean, probably. We did last time, didn't we?
I can't remember. It's been a year, and the year I had, I don't remember nothing. But now I'm excited because they're like, if any of the NFC wildcards make it to the championship, I'm excited. That's, like I said, Green Bay, Minnesota, or Washington. I want Washington, obviously. I want it to be Washington and Detroit in the championship, but it can't happen, I don't think.
I thought you wanted Green Bay.
I do for just moral purposes, but like, Jaden is my boy. If Jaden as a rookie can make it, I'm all in. Like, make it to the big dance, I would be so excited.
King, congratulations on your Buckeyes. They played a really good game.
Yeah, I didn't watch that game. I was sleeping. I'm not even gonna lie. I got off early yesterday. It snowed a crap ton here, and the roads were awful. But they were like, "Do you want to stay in a hotel?" And I was like, I want to go home." So I drove 33 miles an hour. I got all the way home, and I went to bed at like 6:30, and I didn't wake up until like 4 o'clock this afternoon.
Yeah, I mean, you needed the rest. I'm glad you got some. I'm just excited to have you in here with me tonight. So therefore,
yeah, you wouldn't have done this game if I wasn't here.
You're right. I would have done the basketball game if you weren't here.
Yeah, I know for a fact. Because if it were up to me and I was by myself, I wouldn't do this game either by myself.
Because listen, this is just like my ultimate puke game, right? I'm going to cringe whenever somebody has the ball in their hand.
Look, this was the one matchup I didn't want to see. Like, I'm so sick of watching AFC, unless it's the Bengals, because I feel like they always put on a show no matter who they play. Like, I don't want to see two AFC North teams playing against each other on primetime, period. I understand, Baltimore earned a top seed, and it's a division rival game. I understand the purpose of wanting it on primetime, the viewership or whatever, but I don't care about that. AFC North fans know how it goes.
Well, this was the game I didn't want to see. I probably could have honestly rooted for Pittsburgh or Baltimore in most any other game.
Yeah, Adam's got a point. We do get to watch George Pickens drop the football more. But knowing my look, this bro's going to have a legacy game. And it's going to make me so mad.
And also, King, I was so close to being able to do that game. I was helping somebody else out with another streamer. I'd have been here, bro.
I'm going to see if I can get a bet in real quick. Does DraftKings have offer the dumbest shit you've ever seen bet?
I decided not to.
I got an argument with a Bills fan the other day. You want to know what it was about?
What?
There was a list of statistics by quarterbacks in wildcard games, right? and Josh Allen was like number 3 or something all time, and Patrick Mahomes wasn't in the top 15, I was like, how about this, bro? Patrick Mahomes has skipped like 6 AFC wildcard games. Like, he doesn't play in them. That's why Josh Allen is above him on this list. He doesn't play in them.
Yeah, when you don't play on Wild Card Weekend,
he don't care.
like wasn't last year the first time in a while?
Yeah. Well, no, he's played in so he's played in 3 wildcard weekends in his career. He's played in like 6 or 7, like, not playing in the wild cards. I can't remember what year the 1 and 2 seed, the last year of that, because I think he was in a 2 seed like twice and had a bye. Because I think he's the 1st and 10. Wilson throws it out to Freiermuth and he drops it.
Yeah, King, I should be. That's a Monday. There's no NFL that day, so more than likely, yes.
You know what? I ain't touching this freaking game. I ain't betting nothing. I'm tired
I'm
of wasting my money on the AFC North.
All right, it's going to be 2nd down and 10. And I decided to put it on the monitor this side today, just for good reason.
No, I got mine right in front of me.
Back to pass, looking, fires it over the middle. It's caught by Washington.
Big boy.
He's like, he reminds me of a D lineman, not a tight end.
He does. He looks like a tackle, a D tackle.
Cameron Hayward.
He does kind of, well, that's just because he's in a Pittsburgh jersey. I think Cam Hayward's a little bit bigger, like mass-wise.
That's a big dude, man. He's like 6'7". Oh, Justin Fields is in the game. 3rd and inches.
3rd and inches. They don't want Russell Wilson to get a concussion. Look at this formation.
There's a handoff, and Jalen Warren pushes.
Oh, he actually handed it off. All right, what's his first name? Washington? Darnell? I think that's right.
Darnell?
It is Darnell.
I hope he develops into a really good tight end someday.
All right. He is, let's see. He's 6'7", 264. Let's look at Cam Hayward.
Pretty close. All right, it's 1st and 10. Ball is at the 33-yard line. Wilson's in the gun. He's got Najee to his right.
Oh, I know.
Back to pass, looking down the field. He's got time. Fires it, and it is incomplete.
Trying to get that to Pickens. No, Mike Williams. Sorry.
Mike Williams.
Okay, so Cam Hayward, I know why he looks bigger. He does weigh more. He's 295, but he's 6'5", so he's shorter, so it's a little more, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's why they look similar to you.
Every time he catches the ball, it just cracks me up. He's just so big. 2nd down and 10. Wilson's under center for this one. Here comes the pressure. He hands it off to Najee. He gets off the right guard, and he's going to be wrapped up, but he does manage to get about a 3-yard gain.
To be honest, Najee kind of looks big, too.
I think Najee and Derrick Henry don't look that far apart.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he is, like, kind of massive in terms of, like, running back.
I bet you they're closer size-wise than what we think. I bet Derrick's got him by 15 or 20 pounds.
Oh, yeah, I think Derrick Henry is bigger, but when Najee's out there, he looks freaking huge. I mean, it doesn't help that he's standing next to Russell Wilson, who's tiny, but and Justin Fields doesn't have much mass, so he's kind of tiny too.
All right, Baltimore's looking to get off the field. 3rd and 6. Wilson's back to pass. Here comes pressure. He's looking. He's got nowhere to go. He steps up through the pocket. He tries to escape, and he will be tackled after about a 3-yard gain.
Kyle Van Noy. You know, I'm actually going to be sad when Kyle Van Noy retires. I don't care what team he plays on. He's fun to watch. He was with the Patriots and the Dolphins a bunch. They just said he's in his 11th year. Like, I knew he'd been around for a long time. Imagine Najee next to Bryce. How small is Bryce compared to Russell Wilson? He can't be that much.
He weighs a lot less.
Well, weight, I know, but height, he can't be that much smaller.
Oh, and it's a muff punt. He's got it at the 1.
He gets it to the 5.
And they're lucky they didn't get a face mask because he got raked across the
Yeah,
face.
but if he got tackled in the end zone, too, after that muff punt, too, he's lucky he got up.
Russ is like 5'11".
And a half. 5'11 and a half, because Kyler's 5'11. Russ is just like this much bigger than Kyler.
And I think Bryce Young's like 5'9".
Oh, I think Kyler's still the shortest quarterback.
I think Kyler's 5'9" then. I know
Hang
the
on.
shortest one's 5'9".
How short is Bryce Young? He's 5'10". How short is Kyler Murray? No. How short is Kyler Murray?
Russ is 5'11".
Okay, so Kyler and Bryce are both 5'10". Russ is 5'11". See, I told you, no one crowned Bryce being the smallest quarterback because Kyler still has it, technically. There's nobody smaller than Kyler. Bryce better bulk up in the offseason, though. Like, he's getting his footing in the league finally, in terms of play, but, like, he needs to bulk up a little bit.
Yeah, I think Bryce, that's going to be one of the things. If he's going to make it in the NFL, he's going to have to thicken up a little.
He did bulk up in the offseason, but he needs to bulk up more because he's still tiny. Like, let's be honest. Either way, they're both taller than you. They're both taller than you, too, Chris. If they're in the NFL, there's a good chance they're taller than you.
You know what? You don't get to sit out of this live stream, and then first thing you do is come in and take shots, Chris.
That's what I'm saying. Like, obviously, they're taller than me. Everybody, if they make it to the NFL, they're bigger than me. I'm going to be their first tiny person kicker in the league, though. Watch. I'm going to go spend the offseason training. I'm going to learn how to kick a 70-yarder. I'm going to learn how to kick a 70-yarder so I can get signed by onto someone's practice squad.
Fair enough.
I do it without the roids, too.
Wasn't going to be here without Alex. All that time I used to defend you, and you're just a punk patriot.
Nah, he's probably like who's doing good right now? He's probably a Bills fan.
Oh,
Chris they're talking about the face mask. They should have. He didn't get locked into the face mask. He got lucky.
It still could have been 5.
All right, 1st and 10 at the 5. Handoff, Henry. Oh, and he's going to get hit hard. But he's going to pick up about 3. Look, Derrick Henry, I feel like could have got more yards, but his own teammate blocked a guy into him. That hard smack was from his own teammate pushing towards him. No, Bryce don't need no Bojangles. He needs to hit the weight room. 2nd and 6, and we got our first flag of the game.
Oh, there's the laundry.
Wait, do I have that thing in here? Oh, I don't know what I did with it. I wanted to show you guys my new penalty flag.
Doing awesome, Chris.
Maybe it's in my chair. Woo! My chair just started rolling. It might be in my bedroom. I don't have it right this second, but I will show you guys. I got it when I was snowed in at the casino. 2nd down and 10 after the fall start. New Year's resolution, make it to 2026.
That's a good one.
And Lamar's back to pass. He's got plenty of time. Checks it down. I think that's likely. No, it's not. Oh, it is. And he's going to get all the way to the 13. It's going to be 3rd and short. What's up, James?
What's up, James? Good to see you, dog.
Oh, Zay Flowers is inactive for this game. I wasn't sure. I didn't get to check into that. 3rd down and short. I feel like this might be a Lamar keeper. They got Justice Hill in the backfield. Underrated Ravens player, honestly. He don't get a lot of touches. And he's going to fake the handoff, keep it. And he's going to stutter step, and he's going to pick up the first down. What did I tell you? Man, their offense is so, like, I can tell you every play they're going to run. But it's still effective. People know what they're going to do, and they still just do it. That's the problem.
When you can run like Lamar and fake the handoff.
But you knew it was coming. Give him all the touches he wants. He deserves it, okay, Steve? He's valuable. He's like the most valuable, like, not big name, not super power team player, you know? 1st and 10, roll out, fakes the handoff. He's going to step up, keep it again, and he's going to make it for about a 1-yard gain. And it was almost a sack. But his noodle-like abilities allowed him to fall forward. No, not Ricard. I'm talking about Justice Hill. Ricard has a name. He's like always being highlighted for everything as a fullback. But Justice Hill, nobody talks about him. What's up, John?
Yo, what's up, John? What's up, Steve?
No, Adam, I swear, like, the Ravens have the offense that you just know everything that's going to happen. 2nd and 9. He's going to keep it again up the middle, and he's going to come down about a yard short. Justice Hill has a great year, but who's talking about it is what I mean. Everybody's talking about Lamar. Everybody's talking about Derrick Henry. Everyone's talking about Ricard. But nobody's talking about Justice Hill. That's the point I'm making. Like, he is so important to this team, even though he's not, like, 3rd and 1. Lamar's going to sneak it all the way across the 30, get another first down. But, you know, like, he's got good stats. He is a top backup, but nobody's talking about it. That's the whole point. You know, the games that their number one's been hurt over the last couple years, who stepped up? Justice Hill.
Yeah, but you watch. Lamar's going to keep carrying that ball until they stop him today.
Yeah, and then they're just going to go back to Henry. That's what they do. Now, I know you're not arguing with me, Steve, but I'm just saying, like, you're helping my argument by saying, like, different things. 1st and 10, Lamar's going to roll out looking downfield, and he's going to get 3 more yards.
To Henry and kept it.
He wanted to throw it that time. Now they want the flag for the late hit, but I don't know that he's getting one there because they kind of all went down together.
See, you know what? If it's a defenseless player, like if Lamar was the size of like let's say a cornerback, but he's a linebacker playing quarterback. And
no, he was still in bounds when he grabbed him. That's no flag. Look at that. Both feet were in bounds when he was.
Let go.
Yeah, he didn't hold him to the ground. The crowd's not happy about it, but that's a good no call. All right, 2nd and 6 at the 35. And he's going to check it down in the middle to Andrews, and he's going to go down right at the first down marker, first catch. The 2 catches in this game have both been by the tight ends thus far.
I was getting ready to say, we might not see a wide receiver target in this game from Baltimore.
Oh, like Notre Dame? I didn't watch that game either, but like I saw the statistic that there was 0 stats for any receiver in that game.
Yep.
But I mean, if you got reliable tight ends, that's what they're there for.
A new bot.
What's up, stranger? I don't see a bot.
I seen it over on Perna for Grossi.
1st and 10, handoff, Henry up the middle. He's got a lane. He gets tripped, but he's gonna still pick up 13. Oh, that's dangerous right there. That's what the Lamar runs are opening up. They're opening up the middle because they're more worried about getting beat by Lamar now. Oh, he had a great line blocking for him, too. He just had a big hole up the middle. He didn't even get touched until 10 yards. His ankle got grabbed at the 10-yard mark. All right, 1st and 10. They are in Pittsburgh territory. Wait, Henry takes a direct snap, and he's going to take off. He's got a lane, and he's crossing the 20. He trucks a guy, and he still gets to the 13.
Stiff-armed Minka and put him on his butt.
Dude, I was so confused. I was like, why is Lamar running out wide? Oh, what a good play. Yeah, they have passed twice. Once to Andrews and once to Likely. Dude, oh my God.
Sup, Laney?
He put him on a poster too.
Got a second shot in there too as he was going down.
That's what I'm saying. He got him more than once. Wow. 1st and 10, Lamar back to pass. Uh-oh, under pressure, and he's going to shoot it to the stands. TJ Watt was coming for him. They've got 11 plays on this drive so far. Dude, you know what? People probably think this kind of offense is boring, but I absolutely love watching what they're doing right now.
I mean, you're looking at smash mouth football is what we're watching tonight.
Against a smash mouth defense. 1st and 10, handoff, Justice Hill. He's trying to cut to the left side. He does, but he's still going to lose too. That defense is bucking up a little bit late in the red zone to this run game. I don't know that they're going to be able to run this ball into the end zone.
Yeah, John, the only thing I'm going to tell you, buddy, is Arkansas, it'll come together with Cal later on. It's just a bunch of new guys playing together, and you're probably SOL for a Steelers win tonight.
No offense, John. I'm sorry. I might say something horrible tonight, but I'm sorry about it. All right, 3rd and 13, back to pass. I think he has to throw it here. And he does. He takes a shot to the end zone. Touchdown! I don't even know who that is.
Bateman.
The Rashad Bateman. Dude, he threw a dart in there, too. A beautiful pass.
Okay, he's hit on all 3 levels. He's hit with the tight ends, the running backs, himself, and now he's hitting deep crossing pattern over the middle.
Oh, this was such a good play. He had enough time with a good offensive line to let that unfold. There was a little bit of confusion, I think, in the secondary. Oh, man. And Justin Tucker on to kick the extra point.
Watch Tucker makes his extra points.
Watch him miss it. Oh, and it is good. 13-play drive. That's exhausting. Pittsburgh cannot go 3 and out on this drive. Their defense is going to be gassed quickly. Oh, dude.
That is a punishing drive.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, Russell Wilson, you cannot go 3 and out or this game might be over early if they're going to run the ball like that. If they can go down the field and at least have like a 4-minute drive or so and score points, that's a win for Pittsburgh, even if it's 3, just to give their defense some rest. Because the Ravens will not stop what they're doing right now. They will continue to smack you in the mouth with the run. That play where Henry took the direct snap, though, I think that was the play of the drive. And you never think he'd say that with taking the ball out of Lamar's hands with this offense. But it's true. I think that Henry direct snap play was the play of the drive. And he put Mink on his butt. Dude, that was so good. That's what he gets for what he did to Nick Chubb. I haven't let go yet. You guys, it's not my cup of tea. I'm not a Red Bull drinker, but there's a new pink one out. So that's what we're trying tonight. Red Bull? Yeah, it literally says on the can, the pink edition. And every energy drink that's been in a pink can, I have loved. I saw them at Walmart today, so I got me one. It's sugar-free. Don't worry. I don't drink energy drinks with sugar in them. But we're going to crack it open. Honestly, it's not that bad.
Is it cotton candy flavor?
No, it's it says on the can, it's wild berries.
Wild berries.
Honestly, Don't worry, they had a 4-pack box of it, so you can try one day this week too.
Awesome.
Does it taste pink? It does taste pink. Sugar-free is boring? Well, I got some sort of sugar issue. I don't consume a lot of sugar, period. So I don't care if it's boring. I would rather be bored than nauseous.
You know what else is boring?
Chris. All right, kickoff is away. And it will be in the end zone for a touchback. It does taste a little pink.
I'm still a little sick, Steve. I'm getting better, but I'm trying, sir.
I'm starting to get sick, man. It's making me mad. I woke up with a migraine, and I was like, this ain't right. But I had some El Nepal today.
That's good. That's good.
Well, I figured it made me feel a little better. You were just sick? Look, my immune system has not been good the last couple years.
We've had these really frantic temperature
There's been like a bunch of different stuff going around between my two jobs too. A little flea flicker.
Oh.
Russ is hit as he throws it, so he pulls it back in, and it's going to be a 4-yard sack.
That's not the way first down was supposed to start for Pittsburgh.
Why'd they start with a flea flicker? They weren't fooling nobody. But yeah,
right.
Look, between the casino and the warehouse that I work in, different people are getting kind of different little bugs that are going around, and I can't stay away from everybody, even if I try. And
he had nobody open anyway.
No, he didn't.
All right, it's going to be 2nd down and 13. Ball's at the 26.
4 minutes left in the first.
This first quarter.
Don't.
Man, I didn't say it.
Don't.
Back to pass, looking down the field. He's got time. He scampers out, drops it off to Warren. Warren's going to get out to the 34-yard line. 33. It will be 3rd down and about 7.
You're going to get the jitterbug. If you're talking about because of the Red Bull, you are incorrect, sir. I work every single day of the week now, except for today. My boss allowed me to pass my shift to someone else who needed the hours so I could rest. I don't ever have the jitterbug. Jitterbug. 3rd down and 7. This crowd is loud. You're muted, by the way. Back to pass.
Looking down the field.
There he is.
Gonna let it go, and it's caught by Friermuth, but he is not going to make the first down.
There's Pittsburgh fans in there because I heard the chant. I heard it.
There's at least one that's near a microphone, right?
No, I heard there was a sea of mooth. I love it.
Man, you know what? That dude would be really good on my team.
Dude, my team's fan base is the loudest fan base in the league. I would love my team to be screaming mooth.
That would be
you already got T. You already got T people yelling.
And that punt is
if he would have called for a fair catch, he would have got interference there, even though he purposefully didn't catch it.
Yep.
He got tackled. Yeah, you got T. Higgins, so you got the T chant, which I love that too. Every time he catches the ball, you have T. You don't need Muth too. I don't have nobody on my team to do that for.
I think Mike Gesicki will be back next year, and I can handle
that. Maybe they'll get him a shirt that fits next season. Or maybe he likes the almost, it's not even a crop top. It's like a shirt that's just too small fit. Maybe that's his style. I need to go look at pictures of him, like in different clothes. I think Mike Gesicki has earned the right to come back.
Yeah, I got a list of free agents, and he's on the list, but I think they'll offer him a contract.
I'd say you have the most sound reflective stadium. Yeah, it's because they're on a hill. It's the design and setup for Arrowhead and Kauffman are the best. Once they finally move it, because they're talking about moving it from Kansas City, Missouri to, I believe, Kansas, like the Kansas side, which I'll be really disappointed when they do. it won't be as nice. Like,
Well,
I don't think they can design anything better than what they have.
Yeah, it's a shame that they can't stay there.
They still got at least another year or two for sure. But it's like they want to move it. Like, the fans don't want it, but the city and the people want it. I'm like, why?
Well, I know that the state of Kansas and the state of Missouri are bidding on which plan they're going to do to build their stadium.
Well, yeah, obviously I understand why Kansas wants it. It's more revenue in their state. But,
Yep.
like, Missouri should do everything in their power to not let them go. But I saw what they did with the Rams, so I guess I shouldn't be surprised. But I don't think they can afford to lose 3 stadiums in a row. Oh, they got illegal touching on that Pittburgh guy because he went out of bounds.
Oh, he's the first one that touched the ball.
Yeah, he went out of bounds. Are we not worthy enough for the Worthy Club? Yeah, but there's no good chant for Worthy. I think Rasheed, when he comes back, is probably the one player they're going to get people yelling for like that. All right, Ravens are back on the field. I feel bad for this defense. First and 10 at the 20. He's going to hand it off to Henry, and Henry's going to get 2. Now, I tried it with Rasheed, though. It's better. I will say I'm ready for it to be spring, though. I'll miss football season, but I'm ready for it to be warm. No, you don't have to whisper for Rasheed. All right, 2nd down and 9. Back to pass. Lamar looking downfield, checks it down. That's number 6. Who's that?
I do not know.
Anthony Miller.
Huh.
Oh, they said they just activated him today.
I was going to say, I did not see his name on the roster.
Yeah, they said they just activated him today. I was like, who the heck is that? All right, it's going to be 3rd down and 4. I see Tylan Wallace out there. Back to pass. Looking. Pump fakes, fires. And he's got a guy. What a throw.
Likely is good.
Isaiah Likely. Oh, I haven't watched all of Game of Thrones, though. I only watched the first episode and half of the second episode. Isaiah Likely makes a huge play right there, all the way down to near the 50. Great extension, man. I love that. Okay, yeah, they're down at their own 49. 1st and 10. Delayed handoff. Lamar looking. I don't know if he faked it or not. I think it was like well, you're right. I realized what I said. But I don't know what he was trying to do, and then he ends up keeping it up the middle. Maybe he didn't have nobody downfield.
So watch a little bit of tech talk. It looks like they're trying to wait to the very last minute to decide whether or not if they're going to run the handoff or if he's going to keep it. They're trying to figure out if there's going to be bigger holes in the line and who's going to get it.
That's fair.
So he's holding on to it longer.
But that offensive line is enough to give him time to do that.
We haven't seen this before.
2nd and 8. He's going to check down Justice Hill, and he gets drugged down. He slips. He's going to lose a couple. And that's going to be the end of the first quarter. It's all going according to plan.
It is all going according to plan.
I'll tell you the reason I did not watch Game of Thrones. Not because I didn't want to, because it's definitely a type of show that I'm into. But when I started it, I used this website that you're not supposed to probably use to watch TV shows when I was still working in the hotel. So that it was at least over 6 years ago. And I had been watching this one show in its entirety, but on my phone, like on a browser. And I finally finished it. And I was like, I need to start something new. So I was like, I'm going to start Game of Thrones. And I watched 90 to 120 minutes worth of it, and I decided that it was not a show that I could watch on my phone. Like, I just couldn't do it. There's so much that happened, so much going on that I couldn't do it. And then I just, out of sight, out of mind. 6 years later, I just forgotten. I just haven't watched it.
Yeah, I started it as well, and it's something that I do want to watch, but I've listened to Gene tell me how bad this show is in comparison to the books.
Well, I'm not gonna read the books for that. I don't have enough time in my life. I never even made it through all the Lord of the Ring books because they're too long.
I can't
And
read.
my
I can't read Tolkien that well
and my
either. I've
attention
read them.
span is so short.
I just don't like Tolkien because of the way he details everything.
No, it's not, Steve. It was like, I don't remember what the website was called. I don't think it runs anymore. But to be honest, I'm pretty sure like Pornhub's like banned everywhere too. Don't like believe me 100% on that, but I think I heard that somewhere. Or maybe not everywhere, but maybe like certain places.
I'm not telling my wife to shove it. She's a book person, and she says the books are better.
123 Movies? No, that website's still up. That's what I'm using now for stuff that I don't have access to. That's what I'm using now. It was a different one because it was a long time ago.
I don't think your Pornhub is banned. I think it's
No, I think it is banned. Like I'm not gonna look it up on my computer, but
no, but I think
I'll ask Siri on my phone.
It's got some identification thing.
Is Pornhub banned? Let's see what she says. Is Pornhub no longer available? She said, I don't know how to respond to that. Okay, well, she's useless. Both questions I asked, she said, I don't have a response to that.
I think Adam's right. It's something to do with age restriction that they changed.
3rd and 12. Gonna check it down a hill. He's got a little bit of room. He's gonna cross the 50 and go down short. It will be 4th down. Siri's judging me. I know. Gone away are free rides. No, I think I'm just gonna Google it. I'll just suck it up and Google it.
I know it has to do with age verification or something. It's not. I don't think they banned it.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll wait till after this punt. It's 4th down and 7. Baltimore is gonna punt it away.
Smart.
And clean kick. He booted that thing. And it's going to bounce into the end zone. Oh, he almost got it. So in recent years, 19 states have passed laws mandating pornography websites verifying their users' age. In response, Pornhub has blocked access to their site from all but 3 of these states, Georgia, Louisiana, and Tennessee. So it's banned everywhere but 3 states in this country.
Wow.
I told you. I saw a post about it. We got Alex looking up porn before GTA 6. I wasn't looking up porn. I was proving a point. Look, you guys don't understand. From like the hours of midnight and like 7 a.m., I just doom scroll and I just read every article that pops up. And so, you guys are in Florida. Go to Pornhub.com right now and tell me what it says.
All right, here we go. 1st and 10. Ball's at the 20. Wilson's under center. Harris is in the backfield. There's the snap. Going to hand it off to Najee. He's going to cut left and get through about 5 yards. Nice run on 1st down.
That was a good run. They need that right now. I'm about to. I ain't gonna judge you guys for looking to see if a website is blocked.
Second down and 5. There's a snap, handoff. There goes Najee again, and he's going to be stopped short of the first down. It'll be 3rd down and about 2.
No, I'm pretty sure Pornhub did that because there was too much underage content being made. I think that was the whole issue. I think that's what I read. It was like they couldn't prevent it even with ID verification, so they blocked the site. Third down and 2.
Yeah, we're talking so much Pornhub in here today that it'll probably hit our algorithm next time we search.
Listen, it's not going to show up. It's banned. But we're all adults here. There's no sports cat.
He's lingering somewhere.
Well, I can talk about it as long as I need to, but if sports cat comes in, I will stop. Please, dear God, drive the football and score a touchdown, not a field goal, a touchdown. Make this an actual game. I mean, I want this to be an actual game, but I still want Baltimore to win. Oh, dude, he's like inches short. And they're going to punt it away. Another 3 and out for Pittsburgh. A very promising looking start to their drive, too.
And that will be touchdown at the 16-yard line where Baltimore will take over.
I'm about to pull it up right now. We're going to commercial anyway. What are we going to do?
His knee went down early.
He didn't even cross, though. He was still short.
I mean, where he fell down.
Like, the ball was like this far from crossing. Inches is an understatement. It's not going to show. When have I ever had like a Pornhub in my algorithm like show up anyway? I'm pulling it up. I'm pulling it up just so you guys, because this is never going away, so I'm pulling it up. I'm not on my computer, though. I don't want my computer bugged out. Oh, look. Okay. This is what comes up, right? This video and this thing. And it says, oh my God, there's a whole. It says you can only sign in if you are a model or content partner. That's what it says. So basically, you have to create an account to sign in as a content creator. So that's pretty. I mean, I don't understand that, though. Like, you can make content, but nobody can watch it. That's what this looks like to me. What do Alex be doing in her off time? Literally just reading useless articles nonstop. Like, my brain is always consuming media. That's the only reason I know about this ban. I'm not reading all that, Steve. No, it's too long.
It's more than a paragraph. She's done.
The article that I read wasn't even that long. But at the very bottom, it says model or content partner access, sign in. So that's enough for me to not. I would never make it past this page because I ain't reading all that. Oh, Steve, don't send the whole thing. He's typing the whole thing out. I ain't reading it.
He's copying and pasting it.
I know what he's doing, but I ain't doing that. You guys can read it and summarize it to me. But it says on mine, it says, as you may know, your elected officials in Indiana. I'm not even in Indiana. 1st and 10, handoff. Henry, he's going to get 1. You were wrong in your assumption. Look, if I was looking to access pornography and I got to this page, that's enough to tell me no. Like, no, they're doing their job. Do you think it will go 2, 3, and 4 and seeds in both conferences? I hope it does in the AFC, but I hope all of the wild cards win in the NFC. 2nd and 9. Lamar got to keep her up the middle, and he's going to get 8 of them 9. My phone thinks I am. I'm not even that close to Indiana right this second.
Your phone thinks you're in Indiana right now?
Yeah, like the first sentence. It says, as you may know, you're elected officials in Indiana. Like Steve's, when he typed it out, it says Florida.
Crazy.
I feel Vikings over Rams, Commanders over Tampa Bay. 3rd and inches, they're going to sneak it. And they're going to pick up the first.
Mark Andrews.
And
straight over Lindebaum.
See, Steve, it looks like you guys are judging me, but you care about this way more than I do. That you read the whole thing. I ain't reading that. It's gone. Look, no more. Gone forever. Well, I'm not judging. I'm not judging, but Steve had to know the truth, and that says more about him than me. 1st and 10, handoff, Henry. He's going to pick up 9. He's just barreling his way through.
They're going to wear this defense out.
Everyone got a... Wonder if VPN makes it to where you don't have to? Maybe. I have no idea. I do not have a VPN.
I have a VPN.
Yeah, but look, you guys all freaked out when I said Pornhub was banned. Look, I didn't break a sweat. I don't care who watches porn. That's why it's out there. 2nd and 2. Lamar going to keep it this time. Oh, he somehow makes it to where he picks up a yard. I don't know how.
Herbig was trying to rip the ball out as opposed to tackling him. I'm sorry, Wilson.
Yeah, it was Wilson that time. All I'm saying, the whole point I was making is I read somewhere that it was banned, and then I went to the website, and I could not get past that website. So that's enough for me, right? Like, nope. I don't know. 3rd and inches, handoff, Henry, and he's going to pick it up. Watt's age is showing. He's still very good, but he's not elite anymore. I think he's elite, but this is just a terrible team that's running, like, to play against, that is running the ball very well.
Yeah,
all right, goodbye. What? I mean, I'll see you later, Steve, but I don't know why you're upset, my guy.
What's up, Tom? Good to see you.
It's just Pornhub. I don't care that much. Good evening. Go Vikings. What's up, Tom? 1st and 10. Handoff. Henry. Skating around. Gonna pick up 2. I still think Lamar deserves the MVP award.
Did they give it out yet?
No. They announced the All-Pro team yesterday and the 2nd All-Pro. Lamar was the All-Pro quarterback chosen.
Oh, I bet Josh Allen fans were mad about that.
Oh, Bengals fans and Bills fans were both livid. That's all I've seen on my timeline. Ball start.
Bengals fans shouldn't be mad. You gotta be in the playoffs to be considered for those, you know?
Yeah, well, the Bengals fans are more worried saying that the Chiefs did illegal things to keep them out of the playoffs than worried about the fact that they didn't play for the first 4 weeks of the season.
Oh, well, they're wrong.
2nd and 13. Lamar's going to drop way back. He has all the time now. The pressure's coming. Going to keep it himself. He's got room and a blocker. And he's going to pick up a 1st and more, but there is a flag. Sounds like he's winning MVP then. That's what I feel like. I will not be upset if Lamar wins his 3rd MVP this year. This is the best statistical season he's ever had. And that's a hold on the defense, so that run is going to stand. And they're going to add the yards to the end of that run. That's going to put them well in field goal range. Joey Porter Jr.
there's a lot more of this that happens than ever gets called. And
I know.
He's going against Tylan Wallace. I mean, it's not like he's going to throw the ball there anyway. Lamar looks a little bit sore after that run, though.
Yeah, that's what Stranger was saying. He got up a little slow. 1st and 10 at the 40. He's going to roll right, looking downfield. Pump fakes, keeps it, picks up a yard or two, and goes out of bounds.
I like how he throws it to the referee running in, and he can't catch it.
They gave him 3 on that. I didn't think I couldn't see his feet at all. This drive, they've run the ball 9 times and passed the ball 0 times. 2 of those plays were supposed to be passes that got blown up.
That defense was starting to look gassed.
I know, and we're still in the first half. 2nd and 7, fakes a handoff to Henry. He's got a lane. He's going to get a first and easily step out of bounds.
Did you see that? Minka didn't even try. He let himself get blocked.
He knew there was nothing he could do.
Watch Minka at the end of this play. Oh, I'm going to get you, Lamar. I'm going to get you. No, I'm not.
All right, 1st and 10 at the 28. And they're going to hand it off this time to Henry. And he's going to get 3, 4. I cannot see him.
All he did was he turned his back into him just to be like a deterrent, just to be in his way. He didn't lay hands on him or nothing.
What's the weather there? You can see those guys' breath.
It's
probably
in
cold.
The 20s.
Probably cold. I didn't see it. I was a little late getting home.
Probably what we had yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday it felt warmer and it was 26 degrees.
Yeah, I didn't feel bad yesterday. It was 26. That's nice.
2nd and 7. Toss to Henry on the left side. He's got room. He's going to pick up a 1st and more. It's going to be 1st and goal for the Ravens at about the 8. They just can't stop it.
They don't have enough big bodies to put in there to stop it.
The only break this defense is going to get is halftime. The way their offense is playing. And this Ravens defense, they're going to be full ready to go every drive because they're not on the field at all. I like to think the second half of this game will be more competitive, but I don't know. 1st and goal. Henry, he just bullies everybody up the middle for a touchdown. Oh my God. In no scenario should he have ever made it to the end zone. That's how you know that defense is tired, bro.
Yeah,
he just bullied like 8 people all at once for 8 yards up the middle. And Baltimore scores again. Wow. Watch this, right? He hands it off. He has a good hole. Only 3 people touched him. I take that back. But it felt like he bullied the entire defense going up the middle like that. Justin Tucker lining up for the extra point. Kick is up and good. Ravens lead 14-0 with 4 minutes left in the first half.
Just too much meat up there.
Dude. It's getting bad enough. This offensive line's going to start getting tired. Before the Ravens defense gets any tired. Yeah, Fields is still on a rookie deal because they traded him. Pittsburgh picked up his 5th-year offense or option. Pittsburgh. Yeah, Pittsburgh picked up the 5th-year option. So I think next year's the 5th year, right?
Yes, I think so.
I don't remember what year he was drafted.
21 or 22.
I knew it was before or after 20.
I think
It
it's
was like
20.
I think it was 21. It was the year after Burrow, right?
Yeah. The contract runs through 2025.
Because it was the same year as
I'm sorry,
Trevor.
Pittsburgh declined his 5th-year option. He's on the last year of his contract.
Oh, I thought they picked it up.
Well, June of 21 runs through 25. Oh, does he have one more year?
Well, he has 4 years total if they decline his option.
4-year, $18 million, and 21. So 21, 22, 23, 22, 23, 23, 24, 24, 25. Now this
That's
is
this
it.
year. This year, last year. What's up, Hassan? Hassan. Sorry, my mouth is not working. Happy New Year. Fields, you are a Raider. It could happen.
I mean,
I think.
I don't think anybody knows who's going to be a Raider right now. They got to figure out who's going to be a coach and a GM, and they got a lot of stuff to figure out. I was kind of surprised they let go of Telesco in Las Vegas, honestly.
I don't know that anything after, like, I don't know. The Raiders are just a weird team right now that I don't understand what's going to happen. Fields and Richardson 1-2 punch. I think the 1-2 punch is having Richardson as the mobile guy, and you need like a almost like a more pocket passer type as your other guy, like Pittsburgh has with Fields. Obviously, Russ can run, but they try not to use him for that because it worked with Rivers and Brissett. Short kick.
And he's going to field it at 3. Here we go. 20-yard line, gets up to 25, cuts back, goes down at the 29.
Yeah, like the last time the 1-2 punch worked and really worked in Indy, I think was Rivers and Brissett. And I loved that. I think they should have convinced Rivers to stay a second year, honestly. Yeah, I love Philip Rivers. He was one of my favorite quarterbacks. Like, he was just a guy, you know? Like, I loved him.
1st and 10. Wilson's back to pass, fires it over, and it's
There's
George
Pickens.
Pickens. And guess what? He caught the ball.
What's up, Puppet?
I didn't watch it fundamental, but I've got it saved.
I've heard a little bit. I've not seen a lot, but I've heard a little bit.
Back to pass. Wilson looks, checks it down to Warren, gets the 1st down, and I think that's
their first down. It is.
I mean, in order for Pittsburgh to have a chance, their defense had to make stops. So their defense can't seem to stop the ball. Play action. Fields rolls out. He throws it, and he has to throw it away.
He wanted Washington. You could tell.
You know, they keep putting Fields in the game. You get to wonder if he's not going to just take over this game at some point. I guess if he could go in there and make a play, probably.
Yeah, see, he wanted. Oh, he had the guy behind him, Skoranek. Is that how you say his last name?
Yep.
He was right there.
2nd down and 10. Ball's at the 30 or the 39. There's a handoff, and Warren has absolutely nowhere to go, but he does make it forward for about 2.
Time for Russ to step up and make a play here.
3rd down and 8. I'd be putting in Fields and letting him run. And somebody's going to use a timeout. It looks like Baltimore.
It was Baltimore.
Because they're thinking about blood at this point. I seen some pictures from the wildfires that just look like war zones, man. It's
It
horrible.
does. It is bad. It is loud in there, man. It is loud in there. These Ravens fans are excited.
I like how the lower level of that stadium is just such a gradual incline. It makes it seem bigger.
It's just wider, I think, because of how level it is.
3rd and 8.
But it's a nice stadium.
Wilson's back to pass, looking, lets it go deep, has a man.
And
Pickens makes the grab.
And there's a flag thrown.
Uh-oh, and Baltimore thinks it's offensive pass interference. He's clapping, and that's Kyle Hamilton.
They said he pushed off. Oh, they got him. George Pickens makes the play he needs to make. And it gets taken away. Let's see this push off.
Good.
Oh, I don't know. Okay, that angle makes you see the actual push a little more.
Yeah.
But I think Kyle Hamilton helped that penalty also. Now it's going to be 3rd down and 18. It was definitely a push, but it was not as big as...
Timing made it look really bad.
Yeah.
Back to pass, looking down the field. Wilson's got time. Fires it over the middle, and that's caught by Pryor. But
it's still going to be 4th down.
The first down. And Russell can't keep making that play. He's got to try to get a first down instead of leaving it short every time and settling to punt.
Oh, they're showing the Minka Fitzpatrick stiff arm. I don't know. Pickens did not look elite in Cincinnati or versus Cincinnati. He dropped wide open balls, every single one of them. He can be good, but I think he's just a bit of a head case too. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's our next Antonio Brown. He's got all the talent in the world, but he's just a little bit of a head case. Or Humphrey, you're right, Crafty. I said Hamilton, but Humphrey. He needs Aiden O'Connell. I mean, maybe. He would be a very fitting Raider. But Aiden O'Connell might end up in Pittsburgh, so he might get him after all. Because you know,
Pittsburgh would be interesting in Pittsburgh.
I think so too. I think he's a step up from Mason Rudolph. Honestly, like a better step than Mason Rudolph, and Rudolph did fine in there. Sorry. I'm trying to get my phone charger. Okay.
You know, fundamental, that's a great point. There is a lot of depth for top wide receivers in the NFL, honestly. You can make the argument for a lot of guys.
Oh, he's somewhere right around that age range.
Who, Pickens?
I think that's who we're still talking about.
Yeah. All right, Pittsburgh set the punt. Here we go. Kicks it away. Calls for a fair catch at the 10. Lamar just holding on to that ball. Oh, John about punched his TV over Pickett's face.
All right, 1st and 10 at the 10. He's going to hand off Henry. He's got room, and he'll get 2.
It's the way it goes on the road, fundamental. I can't see a lot of it, but it doesn't look good.
I'm guessing the IU game is not going very well.
Nah. They just keep turning the dang ball over.
2nd and 7. Back to Henry. And he's going to bulldoze his way for a couple. He's still going to be short, though. It will be 3rd down. And Pittsburgh's going to use their first timeout. They're going to try to get the ball back.
I mean, what do you do if you're Pittsburgh at this point? What are you saying in the locker room?
Play better.
I mean, look, you're hard-pressed to find any team to beat them when they run the ball that way.
Should we? I bet they shut down the run in the second half, though. Tomlin season ends as soon as he gets to 500. That's funny.
Absolutely a very tough place to play.
Where are they at?
Iowa.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, those are MVP numbers, Kay. That's for sure.
I think he deserves it.
That's like saying, John, that you think that he wants to lose these games.
I mean, like I said earlier, like the Ravens and the Bills have just been hot. All right, 3rd down and 2. Steelers want the ball back.
Let's see if they can get a stop.
Back to pass. Checks it down. Oh, he fits it into Bateman. Oh, my God. To get that 1st down, they're going to leave the clock running and go into hurry up. Wow, that was such a good pass. Back to pass. Lamar looking downfield, rolls right, still looking, fires it to the middle, and he's got Nelson Aguilar across
Yeah.
the 50, and now they're going to use their second timeout. What a play. What a series of plays right there after the timeout. That pass to Bateman, though.
Rocket.
That was huge. Oh, they're showing it now because that was a good play.
No, they're showing the one.
Oh, they're showing the one to Aguilar.
Okay, it's how the Big Ten goes. The win at Penn State was huge. The win at the playing USC ended up being a bigger game because they dominated Illinois today, who's a top 13 team. It's just how the Big Ten goes on the road.
Raider legend. That is true. He was very good with the Raiders. He's still very good. He just doesn't, they got Zay Flowers as a receiver to talk about over him, and Bateman was drafted there, so they want to talk about him, and the Andrews and Likely. So he kind of gets overshadowed a little bit. All right, 1st and 10 at the 48. Lamar fires, caught, but hit immediately. And that's that Anthony Miller again. That's his second catch of the night.
Somebody used a timeout.
That was Baltimore uses their last timeout right there. I think he'd have been better off dropping that.
I mean, he's not going to retire this year or next because there's like 38 million reasons that he won't.
Yeah, $38 million worth of Broncos money. He'll ride a bench for $1 million from a team before he retires next year. All right, 2nd down and 6, 37 seconds to go. Drops back, steps up, evades the pressure, checks it down to Andrews, who's got a huge lane, and he's going to run out of bounds at the 24.
They're going to score a touchdown here. You wait.
Stops the clock at 28 seconds, and they got another set of downs. It feels that way. Oh, if they can go up 21-0 before halftime, they'll feel real comfortable in the second half. 1st and 10, back to pass, fires, caught, Likely. He's inside the 10, inside the 5.
Did not make it out of bounds.
But he couldn't get out of bounds, so the clock's running. It's 1st and goal. And the official spots it, and they're going to spike it with 11 seconds remaining.
Dallas needs to take notes how to run a 2-minute drill.
And Chicago.
A lot of teams do.
I mean, Chicago did a good job in Week 18 against Green Bay, stopping the clock to be able to win. But that debacle the week before or whatever is too funny. It overshadows it, in my opinion. Yeah, they need to find a shot to the end zone or throw it away if they want to score right here. All right, 2nd and goal at the 5, and whistles are blown. I think Pittsburgh's going to use a timeout.
Why is the clock running? Henry's already got 100 yards rushing in this game. Sup, Pizzle?
Pizzle! Second and goal at the 5. Lamar back to pass. Has time. Pumps. Looking. Trying to get rid of it or get away. And he checks it down to Justice Hill, who's going to get into the end zone for a touchdown. That's my boy. MVP. That's what I'm saying. I'm with you, Burdens. I'm with you. Lamar danced around behind that line for so long, staying alive to find something, and they score with 2 seconds left. He killed 9 seconds behind that line.
Yeah, Crafty, I agree. That's probably it right there.
No, you already know some dumb stuff's gonna happen in the second half to make it look like a game. Look at George Pickens' dumb face. Why did they zoom in on him like that? Everybody in the stands are chanting MVP right now. Lamar's already went to the locker room. He ain't even going to stay for the point after.
I think he's a little dinged up from that hit. I think he's going in there for some treatment.
I think so too. Go ahead and get a head start. All right, extra point is up, and it is good. Steelers got a Super Bowl. That's all right, Pizzle. All right, I put this to halftime already, but there is 2 seconds remaining. Pittsburgh couldn't score the first, 29 minutes and 58 seconds. I don't think they're scoring in the last 2.
Dude, that whole defensive line's wore out for Pittsburgh.
Oh, they are. That's why I said their biggest break's going to be halftime. That's crazy.
All right, set to kick it off. I don't see much that they can do here, but we'll see.
Hey, crazier things have happened.
He's going to it's going to go through the back of the end zone.
He doinked it off the goalpost.
The
announcer said it's the one time you don't mind a doink. Hayward moving slow, looking in pain. He's gassed, too.
I think they're just gassed.
And they're just going to take a knee and go to halftime.
Wonder why Russell's running so hard to the locker room.
He don't want to get slapped in the back of the head.
It just goes to prove to you. I mean, the one thing that you know about this game is for sure is if your offense can play balance with your defense, your defense looks a lot better. There is nobody on offense for Pittsburgh that did anything to help their defense whatsoever, and they're getting killed for it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they're going to hear about it in that locker room. Mike Tomlin is very blunt. I hope he rips him. I wish they'd put a camera up in there so we could watch it. That's the fastest I've seen Wilson move. Yeah, man, maybe he wants to go pee before he gets beaten in the locker room so he don't pee on himself. I mean, where do you point to blame? Like, obviously it's a team sport. Do you blame Russ? I mean, he made some plays. They just fell through, you know? But do you blame the offensive line? Do you blame the running backs? Do you blame the receivers? Pickens even caught everything thrown to him in this game. You know, like who do you blame? And
I
obviously
mean,
you can just straight up say, "Hey, Baltimore's
well,
defense is good." We know that.
well, they've been playing better since they put Hamilton back at safety, at free safety, and let him run. They've been a lot better. So the defense has improved, but you gotta find a way to move the ball. And nobody from Pittsburgh liked their quarterback situation, even though they got Russell Wilson and Justin Fields. Everybody bitched because of who they got. And if you don't have an elite quarterback in this league, you're not going to win in the playoffs.
I mean, all I'm saying is Justin Fields would be in the playoffs with the Bears if he was there this year. That's all I'm saying. They had the team to go, you know? I don't think Fields is a problem, and I don't necessarily think Russ is the problem either. You have to give a quarter. Look, they're in the playoffs, first of all. Okay? Plain and simple. They've made it to the playoffs. Even if they go one and done, they made it. But you have to give a quarterback at least 1 year to adjust to a new team. That's why year 1 in Denver looked bad for Russ, but year 2 looked so much better. They just didn't want him anymore. He didn't play bad in year 2. He looked so much better. But
his stat line last year in Denver was good.
That's what I'm saying. People didn't like it because they missed the playoffs and whatever excuse you're gonna hear, but it was not Russell Wilson's fault that they flat out missed the playoffs. He looked good in year 2, but you have to excuse a quarterback in year 1, especially in like Russ's situation. He spent his entire career in one place, right? He only knew one system. Then he goes to a completely different one, and now he's on his third system in 3 years. You know, you got to give him time. You know, people are downing on what's his name in Atlanta, but it's his first year in a new system. You know, if they don't give him a second chance next year, then that's wasted potential because I think he's coming back from an injury and he's in a new system. Like, I think it takes time. That's why I don't like firing coaches one and done, 1 year. Because, like, they're no different than a quarterback situation. It's a whole new place.
Yeah, getting rid of Gerard Mayo and Antonio Pierce in those two positions was not a great look.
Oh, the Gerard Mayo thing was a terrible look.
Yeah, because you know that Mike Vrabel's going to New England. You know it.
Maybe that was the plan all along.
Maybe Mayo knew that. If he knew that, that's okay. It just looked bad.
If he was aware of it, then it's fine. If Vrabel said, hey, look, I want to play or I want to coach for you, but I want to take a year off, I could see them holding a spot for him. But what they did to Gerard Mayo, I felt like was not good. Like, they had no offensive line, especially for the first half of the year. Their quarterbacks got beat to death. And then Drake May, he turned out all right, even behind a terrible offensive line. They did not have a bad year for them trying to figure out what they have and where they wanted to go.
36 fundamental?
34 to 36, that range.
And look, I'm the biggest
if Aaron
Rodgers hater in the world too, but he didn't start looking normal until the end of the year.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if they give Kirk Cousins another shot to start next year, he looks 100% better. I can almost guarantee it. No, Denver was already a very good team last year. They just needed maybe another piece or two.
Well, if they wouldn't have benched Russ in November, they probably would have made the playoffs.
That's what I'm saying. Like, everyone's like, Knicks is their savior. I'm like, no, you have to look at what happened all the year before. They were good last year. It's just the same thing as Chicago. They needed 1 or 2 more pieces around Fields, and they could have made the playoffs this year. But teams give up on stuff too early.
I mean, hey, John asked who I'd blame in Pittsburgh right now.
No, I
And
asked that.
You asked. But if you don't want to blame the quarterback, or if you don't think that it's necessarily all the quarterback's fault,
I don't.
and you don't think it's the coach's fault, then it has to fall on the GM for the personnel that's on the field. And Omar Khan, I know everybody loves him, but maybe you blame him. And if the GM goes, usually the coach goes too.
That's fair. No, I'm just talking about this first half. Who do you blame in this first half?
Oh, in this first half?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
John Harbaugh.
You think she's just getting out coached right now?
I felt like, look, so Baltimore's offense has played elite. And the one thing that we talked about that happened already in this game is how much longer Lamar's holding onto the ball to see what decision he wants to make. And Lamar's running this field. He's in control of it. They can't stop him right now because he's not getting sacked, he's not getting hit, and he's making the very right decision on every play. I love the way he's holding that ball. So Lamar's beating them, and then there's no answers for that offense. Pittsburgh can't win a shootout, not against this type of defense. So Pittsburgh.
Now I want to talk about this. Real quick. I feel like that is not a very appropriate statement. Like anybody can shine in the right situation, right? Okay. But look at the difference of Denver from last year to this year. Like they had a good defense last year. Their defense is even better this year. Some of the people they drafted to add to that tough defense, they've got like the best trenches in the NFL, like as a whole, the offense and defense. Bo Nix didn't start off the year playing at the level he's playing at, like he didn't start off looking like the front runner for offensive rookie of the year. He had a slow start, but that defense and the offense he did have kept him in games until he figured it out. He didn't figure it out until mid-season, and then he turned up the Jets.
Well, there's two things there.
I just don't think you should say he shouldn't have been playing at that level. Like his team gave him a chance to develop while playing.
Well, to that comment, exactly. And Nix is not a 22-year-old quarterback. He's
the same age as Zach Wilson.
He quarterbacked 60 games in college, and he's experienced. He's mentally ready for the NFL. And Sean Payton is a great coach for a young quarterback. And plus, Sean Payton coaches balance. They have complementary offense and defense. Not saying that anybody wouldn't have done that well in that position, but he was in a great position to succeed this year.
I'm just saying, I don't know. I feel like Nix is in a great spot. And like I just said, he was able to develop while playing because of how good of his situation was. Like that, Caleb Williams would be looking like Bo Nix if they had an offensive line to protect him. I don't think anybody got sacked more times than Caleb Williams this year. Now, I'm a Caleb Williams hater, but if they would have gave him, 30 less times he got sacked this season, look how much different things would be. Because he kept them in games, even getting beat to death sometimes. Nix just got blessed. That's the word I'm going to use. He got blessed into the situation he's in.
Yeah, most rookies don't end up in a good situation.
Man, I wonder what that's like. Maybe one day you'll figure that out, Adam. But I don't know. I just feel like that's not a fair statement saying he shouldn't have been playing that well. He was gifted the chance to be able to. And he just took the opportunity and grew with it and got better as the season went along.
And he's looked really good at the end. Dude, he's got a cannon too. He has got an arm.
Yeah, no, I still think Jaden should win Rookie of the Year. I'll die on that hill. I still think that, but Nix came through the second half of the year to give him a run for his money. And Brock Bowers, I think that's the number 3. Nix, Jaden, and Brock Bowers are the 3 guys that should be in contention for that.
No argument there.
Brock Bowers did what no rookie tight end has ever done. On most rookie players, that are not quarterbacks.
Yeah, Kay, that ball he threw in against Cincinnati to Amarius Mims for a touchdown was the longest completed pass in the air this year in the NFL.
Which is crazy because it used to be deep balls left and right, but now defenses are getting better.
It was the longest thrown pass that was caught this year from the 35-yard line to the back of the end zone.
It's been a crazy year, honestly. You'll be seeing Bo next week. I don't really want to. I would laugh so hard at what Baltimore's doing right now if Buffalo loses this week. I don't want them because I hate the Broncos, right? I just don't want them. I want all 3 wild cards, the Steelers, the Broncos, Chargers to lose. But if Denver goes and smacks Buffalo in Buffalo, I can't help but laugh. Because Buffalo fans have been so sensitive about this whole MVP thing. If he can't beat a rookie in the playoffs, I will be laughing because he already couldn't beat Joe in the snow. All right. It will be, oh man, it'll be so good. When a good player is gifted a great opportunity, great things happen, period. That's it right there. Bo Nix got to develop. He got to get through his rookie struggles and still win games during it because his team was great. And that's allowed him to just become better overall.
Don't you think that if Pittsburgh's actual problem at quarterback was 100% solved, that they would be better than one and done in the playoff? But they're on a lease right now. They don't have anything definitive for quarterback. They're just making do this year. And just making do getting 10 wins is pretty. If they get somebody in there to quarterback that can carry the load, that doesn't make the mistakes, that can be a franchise guy at whatever age, they'll probably be back to contending. But until then, you're going to see these years.
I mean, they're still contending though. Like we're in the playoffs right now. Either way, either way you want to look at it, they still made the playoffs over a lot of good teams, you know?
Yes, and Lou Anarumo is a good coach. He was just the
he was the scapegoat this year.
He's the scapegoat. You're right.
He's the scapegoat 100% because the Bengals defense looked not good. But I think it was more on personnel than Anarumo. Their free agents didn't play like they're supposed to.
And that's been the problem, and that's on Duke Tobin.
And that's not Lou Anarumo's fault. He coached them well. They just didn't execute well. Because he coached them the year they went to the Super Bowl, he's not the problem.
Well, a lot of teams liked his defensive strategy against Kansas City, and that was one of the teams that was one of the reasons why they said he wouldn't
start the third quarter.
Be out there very long.
No, I think 100% he was just a scapegoat. Bengals fans are so distraught and calling for everyone's head, they had to fire somebody.
I mean, that's just the obvious choice.
It's the obvious choice to make your fans happy.
I think they were going to let go of somebody.
Our defense is bad. Fire the defensive coordinator. That was the whole thing, So I knew it was coming. I don't think he deserved it necessarily. 1st and 10, hand off Henry. He's going to get 3. But Anarumo's going to coach somewhere next year, whether it's DC or head coach. And I feel like he'd be interesting in Chicago. To be honest, Anarumo. I think it'll probably end up being like Flores, but I think Anarumo would be interesting in Chicago.
Honestly, I think you're gonna see Matt Nagy be a head coach again, the way it looks.
2nd and 7, handoff Henry, missed tackle, and he's gonna pick up a 1st down. Basically, 2 missed tackles.
So here you go in this second half.
The problem is you have to put hands on Henry. You can't just miss him.
The only way you have a chance if you're Pittsburgh is you've got to get the ball back immediately. You got to get a stop. You haven't been able to do it yet.
Yeah. Oh, it was T.J. Watt who missed him first, and now he's off the field. They're messing with his left elbow. 1st and 10, handoff, Justice Hill. And he's going to get 4. If they score here, I'd start resting Henry. I would too. This game's bad. Yeah, it's tough.
We knew it too tonight before we even got here.
Well, hey, there comes Cam Hayward. He came back out of the locker room. That's good. Second and 7, toss. Hill. He makes a cut, and they get hands on him, but he breaks free, and he's going to get about a yard short of the first. After this game, Tomlin has to go.
Everybody feels that way.
I don't know that I feel that way, but I'm also not a Steelers fan, so I guess.
I mean, right now, Tomlin's not out there on the field trying to tackle the backup running back and missing 3 tackles a play.
That's true. I'm currently in Arizona. Are you going to the Rams and Vikings game? 3rd and 2, handoff, and they get a stop. It is 4th down. At midfield, do you think they go for it?
I wouldn't personally. I'm up 21-0. I would try to make them go 90 yards.
I think you go for it.
No way. Because 1 touchdown and it's back to a 2-score game. You don't want to give them any kind of momentum whatsoever. If they're going to score a touchdown here, they got to drive 95 yards to do it.
Oh, hell yeah, Skater Boy. Have fun. I know you're a Lions fan, but have fun anyway. That'd be a fun game to go to. All right, they are going to bunt. What is the punter doing with his hand? And it is a clean kick. And they're going to get pinned on the 2.
98-yard, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I feel the same way, Kay. I feel the same way. They tried to do what Baltimore did, and it did not work out for them. They're getting pinned on the 2 now.
Not to mention, this game is played in Baltimore, and that's a tough place to win anytime.
I don't think there's anything wrong with Tomlin.
Yeah, the thing of it is fundamental is that I mean, we really don't know what he saw or didn't see in Justin Fields, but Justin Fields did go 4-2. I think that was what record he went while starting. So
yeah, I think he lost the last 2. I think he started off 4-0 with them, and he lost the last 2 he played. Something like that.
Not positive, but if they would have left him in the lineup, they could have won with him too, or they might be in the exact same position.
Oh, man. See if Pittsburgh can find any offense to start the second half, though. Like, I think that's pretty big. They need to, like, get something going early if they want to stay in this game at all.
The stop in that situation was so huge because they haven't gotten one.
That's only their second punt of the game. Oh. Nah, you're right, but this is their chance right here. But they got started in deep in their own territory.
1st and 10. There's a handoff. Najee is going to go absolutely nowhere. But just so you know that they got to have some semblance of a running game for Russell Wilson to throw the ball. They just can't sell out and go 100% pass. Plus, they're pinned. Gain of 1 on the play. 2nd down and 9.
I didn't even see him make him to the line of scrimmage.
Ball is out at the 3-yard line now. Russell Wilson back to pass, throws it, and I think that was dropped.
I think that was dropped. He had a first down, but he dropped. They're talking about his footwork.
Yeah, you can't throw like that.
He jumped. You gotta step into it, not jump into it. He's got a little bit of happy feet right now.
3rd and 9, trying to make sure it doesn't hit one of his offensive linemen in the butt. Back to pass, looking downfield. Here comes a blitz, and makes a throw over the middle, and he holds on. Taven Austin.
Calvin Austin.
Why do I keep calling him Taven?
Well, that's the first time you said his name today, so I don't know that you've been calling him that.
I have been.
Kind of a cheat. You're right, Burdens. Calvin Austin the third.
Good throw. It was almost a hospital ball, but it was a good throw.
That's what they needed to jumpstart it, though.
All right, 1st and 10. Ball's out at the 28. Back and looking down the field. Got time. Checks it down to Warren. Warren's going to get 5, almost.
TJ Watt's getting that left elbow taped up. Hey, he's just happy he's still sitting on the bench and he's not back on the field yet.
No doubt. 2nd down and 5. Going to go play action. He rolls out on the bootleg. Russell's going to run, but he has nowhere to go.
He gets positive yard.
Burden says, I see a fumble coming.
The way that they played their last couple games, it feels likely for that to happen. But I also said I feel like things will look different in the second half, and they're going to try to make this a game. They got the Ravens to punt.
A score and a stop, and this is a game.
Third down 5. It's loud.
There's a snap. Back to pass. Here comes pressure. Lets it go deep.
And he's got Mike
Williams. What a nice throw.
Oh, my God.
Ironic. Oh,
Mike Williams. I keep forgetting Mike Williams is in Pittsburgh. I keep thinking he's still with the Jets. Oh, what a nice play.
Just dropped it right in there.
And he got grabbed, too. He still made the catch. Oh, that was perfect ball placement.
1st and 10. They got it all the way down to the 30. Play action. Same play. Rolls out. Looking down the field.
He's going to throw it away.
Throws it away.
That might have been a smart play. Unless Wilson wanted to keep it, he probably could have got a couple yards. But he's so timid to run the last couple years.
He doesn't want to.
He doesn't want to because that's why Justin Fields is there. He feels like he shouldn't have to.
Right, 2nd down and 10. Back to pass.
Uh-oh.
Got pressure. He rolls out, trying to escape.
He's going to throw it away again.
Throw that away, too, as there was nobody there. He threw it in pretty far out there, but at least he didn't take a sack.
Wish Herbert knew he could run sometimes. I mean, sometimes he does, but he's gotten hurt so many times on running the ball. And it's not your normal, like, Tua situation. Like, he, like, breaks his ribs, you know? He takes, like, rib shots and stuff, and that's why I feel like he doesn't want to run the ball. Like, Herbert was a tank, but he's, like, gotten hurt a few times, and I feel like that hurt lingers.
3rd and 10, back to pass. Lets it go down deep. He's got a man. Touchdown, Van Jefferson.
Wow. I told you. I knew this was coming. 98 yards and a tutty. I felt this coming. I should have, when this was at halftime, I should have bet this game going to overtime. It's going to go to overtime 21-21. For no reason. 30 yards to the house for Van Jefferson. Extra point is up and good. Best kicker in the league right now, Chris Boswell.
For real. They didn't get skunked.
Yeah, I felt this one coming.
Well, now a stop and they get the ball back. They have a chance.
Well, obviously you don't expect them to go 98 yards. I mean, yeah, you don't expect it, but
I didn't. That's why I said pin them. Make them go 98 yards, and they did it, which is uncommon.
Yeah, you said 90. He didn't even give him 98.
Yeah, I said 90.
It's because they tried to do what Baltimore did on that kick and fake it like he was going to catch it. Well, the ball, you know, that punter just kicked the ball perfectly. I know your Bengals are out of it, but at least you still got, like, Joe Mixon to cheer on, having a big game today.
I love cheering for Joe Mixon. He played outstanding. Sealed the game. That was cool.
I mean, the game was already over, but that last touchdown for real was a dagger. I was rooting. I always like watching the Texans play because, like, they got my boy Tommy. I know he's a punter and people act like it don't matter, but
It matters.
Special teams players are very important. Uh-oh, NASCAR season coming. Punters' lives matter. Yeah, Tommy Townsend, my boy. He's got the record for longest hang time this season. I think it said, like, 4.6 seconds or something.
Dang.
Fullbacks' lives matter. Yes, punters' lives matter. Fullbacks' lives matter. They're trying to get NBA games now. I mean, I only watch Prime for football, and I'm not going to start watching Prime for nothing else, like sports related. I'm just mad I got to get a Netflix account again. Now they're starting to freaking put NFL games on Netflix.
It was just once, right?
It was either once or twice. I know all of Christmas, the 2 games on Christmas. I didn't watch either of them because, like, whatever. But, you know, if they do 2 games this year, they're going to try to do more. Because the numbers probably did really good because everybody in the world that owns Netflix can watch it. So they probably had good viewership. There's nothing wrong with Prime, but I'm not gonna probably watch any other sports on here. Maybe if it was like NBA or NHL playoffs on Prime, I'd watch that because I've been into that lately. Like, but I ain't gonna. I don't know. All right, 1st and 10 at the 30. And he's going to roll out, looking, pump fakes, sacked. I don't know who they credit, but there was 3 guys.
See, there you go. A little bit of complimentary football from the offense, and look what happened the next play.
I'm telling you, I felt this was coming in the first half. Here we go. See, Burdens, he knows too. Look, I told you this game was going to get screwy in the second half, and we were going to have a game. I'm going to put that bet in right now that this game goes to overtime. I should have did it at halftime. The odds would have been so much better. But I'm doing it right now. Ravens better not charger this one. I mean, I'm with you. I still want the Ravens to win. 2nd and 20. He's going to roll out, looking downfield. Fires caught on the sideline, and he's going to fight his way for a first down. And that's Tylan Wallace with his first catch of the game.
And Minka Fitzpatrick should know how to tackle better than that.
Yeah, I mean, he's not been tackling all that great. Game props. Overtime plus 4,000. I'm doing it.
Let's go.
Done. I should have did a halftime. It'd probably been like 10,000. 1st and 10. Handoff. Who is that? Something Sims. And he gets a... that dude's tiny. I did it anyway, Burdens, just in case. I didn't put a lot of money down.
I bet it was probably double that before that touchdown.
No, I bet it was at least 10,000. 1st and 10, delayed handoff. Henry got a lane. Oh, and he's going to take that all the way to the house. Whoa. How many yards was that? 44 yards.
Man.
God, that's ugly. That's ugly. They are cooking.
I mean, she's still got a chance.
Hey, I still feel like there's some screwy things yet to happen in this game. They get one run by some nobody running or wide receiver, and then that opens up a big hole. Extra point is good by Justin Tucker. Ravens lead 28-7. It was game at kickoff, true. Henry's got 155 yards, and we're still in the 3rd quarter. Let him set the record. I don't know what the playoff record is, but let him set it, and then bench him the rest of the game. Well, I do not think the Ravens are getting 30. I mean, I guess if they didn't get a safety when they started on the 98-yard line, I'm saying I don't see a safety in this game, but anything is possible. I'm not ruling anything out.
Nah.
The record is 248. Yeah, I could see him getting it. All he needs is one 70-yard run, and he's over halfway, from where he's at to 248. I seen him do it against the Bengals the one day I didn't need him to do it. Done pissed me off, too. Dude, that was a big bet, too. Like, I had, big money. I don't bet high on much, but I did on that one. I would have won a lot of money.
You know what? Just think. if that play hadn't happened, this game wouldn't be in Baltimore right now. It would have been in Pittsburgh, and we might have a totally different game.
Yeah. Yeah. The Bengals might be in the playoffs.
I mean, I ain't worried about that at this point, but I'm just saying that if they were to reverse
against this division rival, Crafty, I think they let him do it. Like, they were still playing starters in the third quarter against the Browns last week. So I think against the Steelers, they'll let him break the record if they think he can.
Who's the backup quarterback in Baltimore?
No idea. Hang on. Who's the backup quarterback in Baltimore?
They never show him on the sidelines.
Josh Johnson.
Josh Johnson. Yeah, he's been around.
And Devin Leary. I don't know who that is.
Me neither.
But, yeah, it's Josh Johnson. I had no idea with Huntley being anywhere else.
Devin Leary, quarterback to Kentucky.
Was he like Levis's replacement?
Probably.
A one and done prospect? And we got a touchback. Pittsburgh having a much better starting field position at the 30. I want to know what this crowd keeps chanting. They've chanted it this whole game, but I can't figure out what they're spelling out. Like, I've heard the MVP chants, and that's very clear what they're saying. Oh, they're spelling out Ravens. Okay, I heard it clear that second time they did it. All right, right now, Henry's sitting at 5th most.
1st and 10. Wilson's back, looks, checks it down to Najee. Najee's going to run. He's going to go, and he's going to step out of bounds after a 9-yard gain. Devin Leary got a 4-year contract that's worth – he's making over $1 million a year as a third-string quarterback.
I never even heard of him.
Second down and 1. And they're blowing it dead.
Maybe a timeout. Officials timeout is what they just said. I didn't know they could do that.
Yep.
I should have waited until Baltimore scored that touchdown to put that bet in. I bet it changed immediately.
I bet it's like plus 8,000 now.
Damn. I done messed up. BS timeouts. That's what I'm saying. I never heard of an official timeout.
They want to review something because they've got more people. Since there's only one game going on, they got more people looking upstairs for things to review. They can stop it anytime they want.
I mean, true, I guess. Now they're taking another TV timeout.
My phone just died. It's not good.
I don't know. Plug it in. My guy.
I don't think I have one down here.
Why not?
I don't know. I'll be right back.
You got 100 cords down there.
Yep.
I do my best, okay? I do my best. I work really hard to give helpful input and, keep everybody straight. I mean, I've been down there where he's at. Look. Oh wait, hang on. Let's make him full screen real quick. We got a little sleeping kitty back there. He was hiding from us. Aw, what a sweet boy. But anyway, I tried to keep it real as often as possible, give some good advice. But I've been down in his basement. He's got 100 freaking cords down there, and I don't know how he doesn't have like one phone charger. He's not dead. Ashy boy. Hang on. I think I got a plastic water bottle. Okay, maybe. Kitty. Either that or he's very, very sleepy. He didn't move when he got up from the chair. You guys, we can see in his cabinet, you can see the StreamYard broadcast screen on the left door, and on the right door you can see it his game stream. I wish we could zoom in. I don't think I have that power right now. There he is. Welcome back. We were looking at the kitty sleeping behind you that you were hiding. Oh, look. He said, "Why'd you touch me?" Why'd you touch me? All right, you made it back just in time.
2nd down and 1. Pittsburgh needs a tutty right now. Let's go. Handoff. There goes Najee, and he barrels forward and gets the first down.
Nah, I knew he wouldn't. He sleeps hard when he does sleep. I came over yesterday, and I came down there, and he was sleeping. He didn't get up to come see me or nothing. And I was like, "You ungrateful little shit."
I mean, 1st and 10, ball's out at the 42. Wilson's under center. They're going to go play action. Here comes the blitz. Checks it down to Najee. He's got a lane. He's at the 48, 50, 50, 45, 40. Down at the 37-yard line. Great play by Najee.
Oh, if he's aware of that record, he's going to try to break it. Great play. Great screen by Najee. Great vision.
1st and 10.
21 yards.
There's a handoff to Najee. He doesn't have anywhere to go. This time bounces off.
Oof. The ball came out.
I think he was down, but we'll see.
I don't know, but he's still down. It looks like he's in some pain. He got hit hard. They're saying forward progress is stopped. That was a fumble, but they're saying forward progress was stopped. Yeah, he got blew up insanely hard. That hurt. It was 3 dudes.
Wilson's back to pass. Fires it down the right sideline. He's got a man. It's caught. And it's
Pickens, and it's going to get into the end zone. Woo! And he's staring at camera down. 36 yards to the house. Let's go. You nasty man. That was nasty.
Dude, the way
he got hit spinning.
Hit, watch how he avoids the hit.
He took part of the contact, too. He just spun out of it.
Like, whoop.
He Lamar'd them.
He avoided that hit. Joop.
All right, Boswell. Do your thing.
Kick is up and good.
Back to a 2-score game. Goddamn holy mother of Jesus. That's what I'm saying, bro. That was nasty. And to stay on his feet and not go down. He was tripped up in that spin. That was nasty.
Pickens is the head case. I'm not saying that he's a joke. I'm saying he's a head case.
Yeah, that's what I've been saying.
Next week he can come out there and if they was to win, he could drop 4 balls in a row and be benched.
if we're this shocked, how are Steelers fans feeling? That's all I'm saying. Imagine if that would have been a fumble, how different this game would have been. I think Pittsburgh still got it, but they would have lost a couple yards. Bad situation. No, I'm good with Pickens when he's on. But, he plays that pitcher's game. You get in a pitcher's head and it's over.
Yeah.
Someone gets in his head and he easily could not catch another ball that's thrown to him in this game. But when he is on, he is a top receiver.
I've never seen anybody that Jekyll and Hyde, though. So it's got to be all mental.
Yeah, I mean, the energy transferred from Antonio Brown to him.
I mean,
what, you gonna tell me Antonio Brown was not elite? Because he was. He was just a head case.
He was elite, and he didn't make drops, though.
He didn't have as much off on the field as Pickens does.
Yeah, he was a head case, and he was justified in being one. He still played football.
Dude, he's so funny on Twitter. I ain't even gonna lie, I follow him on Twitter.
Maybe we ought to make him a friend of It's in the Blood. We'd have fun with him.
I don't know if I can handle a conversation with him, honestly. Have you ever watched his interviews, like post-football? No way. Ain't no way.
We ought to. You know what I'd like to see? I'd like to see him and Jameis Winston in a room together.
That would be the weirdest thing that's ever happened, probably, in the history of NFL things.
That would be a crazy conversation.
I don't even know what would come of it. Would they get along? Would they not get along? I have no idea. I can't even imagine. It's unimaginable what the potential of that would be. I also follow him on Twitter. Yeah, he's funny on Twitter, dude. Sometimes he says some really messed up things, but it's still funny.
Kicks it to the back of the end zone, touchback.
They said the NFL security saw a drone going over the stadium.
Well, aren't we looking at the stadium through the eyes of a drone now?
Well, I think they got rid of it. That's the whole thing they're talking about. His cracker of the day is killing me. Me too. I send him to Sam every time.
Man, a pick six here would be amazing for Pittsburgh.
No, we're not cheering for Pittsburgh now all of a sudden.
I mean, I don't care at this point.
I care.
It won't affect who you play, no matter what.
It could if Denver loses. We play Pittsburgh.
At home.
I still don't want to play Pittsburgh. I want all the wild cards gone. I said what I said. It's not going to change. I've been saying this for a week.
Drones are from outer space.
Uh-oh, Lamar is going to shoot it downfield to Andrews. Tries to feed it in there. It's broken up. It's going to be 2nd and 15. Sorry, I was kind of just watching. You didn't say nothing. It was a false start on the first play anyway. Yeah, no PI. That's what I'm saying. But, you know what I'm confused about? Is that we have 2 AFC games today. Normally, they do 50-50 for everything. 2nd and 15, handoff. No, he's going to keep it up the middle, and he'll get 6.
Well, I think it's because they extended. I thought it was because they extended one to Monday night this year. I thought
they did. They do it Monday night every year at the wild card now.
I thought it was 3 on Saturday, 3 on Sunday.
No, they had a Monday one last year. Because they were like Super Wild Card Monday or something, like how they advertise all of it. I think it was the Steelers and Dolphins game, or Chiefs and Dolphins game.
Really?
Maybe not that game, but they did have a Monday game.
Well, that
Third
wouldn't have
and
been on
10.
WILCARD. Oh, yeah, it would have.
Back to pass, fires, and it's a
Look.
little low, trying to get it to Likely, incomplete. And it's 4th and 10. The Ravens go 3 and out. That's their first 3 and out in this game.
They're breeding life back into this team. Why is he throwing the ball? Why not just run it for 7 or 8 yards to carry?
Oh, he tripped. Likely tripped, or he probably would have caught that.
Well, he was being held.
He was, but he tripped before that. Was that a Steelers stop? All right, third punt of the night for Baltimore, and their kicker got blasted after the kick.
Oh,
Dude, he got blasted.
Did Pittsburgh just screw up? Is it 5 or 15? Is it running into or roughing?
Dude, he got blasted. It might have been a flop, but it looked like he got hit hard.
I think it's going to be the 5.
He was still in the air.
Just a 5-yard. It's not the personal foul. And they're going to actually decline the penalty.
If it was 15, they would have taken it.
Well, 15 would have been an automatic first down.
Well, yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying.
Because then it becomes unnecessary roughness.
He was still. I'm not going to call that a flop because he was still bouncing, trying to catch it from when he was coming down.
Yeah, they just ran into him. It's a good call. They called it at least the right penalty.
Yeah, Adam, but if you're off your balance already, even a small touch can knock you down. He was trying to catch his balance from being in the air.
That is exactly what the penalty was called. Running into the kicker.
Yeah, they didn't get roughing. It would have been different. He fell hard just because he was off balance.
1st and 10. He got ran into. And there's a false start.
We got 2:27 left in the third.
This is the kind of stuff that you
He
can't
may have.
have.
Not that it ended up mattering, Burdens, but he may have.
Good for him. Then that's great acting. If you can draw a penalty like that, kudos.
The old Chris Paul move. I don't know. Josh Allen's pretty good at it too.
All right, it's 1st and 15 now. Ball's at the 20.
James Harden.
Play action, looking. Fires over the middle to Najee. Najee's going to get it, and he's going to go down at the 20.
Oh, my God. He still was going. How did he
escape that?
How did he get out of that?
Looks like it's a gain of 11.
But to be fair about Chris Paul, he's much smaller than anybody that runs into him on the NBA court.
Good effort by Najee. 2nd down and 4.
Yeah, no kidding, dude. I don't know how he got through that.
Back to pass, looking.
Pump fake.
Throws it away.
I feel like Russ will throw it away too early. Like, he still had time.
I feel like he gave up on that play a little early.
He had time. If they score, especially before it gets to the fourth quarter, this game gets a little interesting.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Even a
3rd
field
down and
goal.
4. Wilson's back to pass. Comes pressure. Fires in. It's complete to Pickens. 1st down.
And that's at the 44.
And Pickens is hanging on to this team by a thread, so you're not going to see a whole lot of showboat out of him. You're not going to see a lot of extra dumb stuff because he pretty much doesn't have that allotted to him anymore. Nice play. First and 10. Ball's at the 42. Back to pass. Looks. It's knocked up in the air.
It's an incomplete pass. I keep forgetting Baltimore has Roquan Smith. We just haven't seen a lot of their defense today.
They haven't had to play much.
They really do have a stout defense, man. They got some big names in there. Marlon Humphrey, Kyle Hamilton.
Matabike.
Freaking Roquan. Kyle Van Noy. Like, that's a pretty stout defense. I ain't gonna lie.
Back to pass.
Uh-oh.
Fires it over. It's caught by Warren. And he's going to bounce forward to the 41, 42-yard line.
He gets about a yard and a half.
They got that rookie cornerback, Wiggins, from
oh, yeah. Yeah. He's been pretty okay.
He got his first interception.
Uh-oh. Is that Marlon? It is.
That's Marlon.
He's faking it. He got up and ran. He changed his mind. They say, get up. You're good. We don't need the timeout. I'll never forget the time that Jesse Bates did that against the Chiefs. I'll never forget. That was the funniest thing I've ever seen.
Teams teach it at certain times.
Yeah, but that one was way obvious, and it made me mad because of the situation.
I think Steelers are in 4-down territory this time. I think if they get close, they'll go.
If they get a first down here, they'll go for it on 4th down. Like on the next set of downs. Because a first down puts them in their in positive territory.
Looking, Russ gonna get smoked.
This is not 4th down territory.
No.
Matabike with the sack, and that's gonna conclude this third quarter. Steelers are hanging by a thread. Can their defense put up another stop, though? I don't know.
So much of it, stranger. Absolutely.
Actually, I think they've been doing Mondays since they stopped doing the second seed getting a bye. Hang on, I'm going to look it up.
This marks the 5th year, and it's the 4th year that one game was on Monday.
Yeah, last year was oh wait, I'm looking at this year's. Last year, where's that? There was 2 games on Monday. There was 2 games on Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. And Monday was Pittsburgh and Buffalo and Philly and Tampa Bay. 2022, they had 1 game on Monday. Yeah, maybe that's why they called it Super Wildcard Monday, because they had 2 games on Monday last year. Oh, and 2021 was that doozy Arizona at the Rams where Kyler just got the crap beat out of him on Monday. And then 2020, it was 3 on Saturday and 3 on Sunday.
That's how I normally remembered it.
I mean, it's been a long time since that was how it went. And then 2019, there was only 4 games because that was when the number 2 seed was still getting a bye. But, because that's how Patrick Mahomes had so many buys, because they like flip-flopped with the 1 seed, 2 seed a bunch. And they would get a bye in the first week of the playoffs. because they have not got the 1 seed like every year. Like obviously last year was Baltimore, but and the year before that was them, but not every season have they gotten the 1 seed. Just like since it's been only one team gets a bye, they've gotten a lot more. I think last year was the only year they didn't under the new format. But before that, because it was like the Patriots and the Chiefs both got the 1 and 2. That year, the Chiefs lost the AFC Championship to them because they didn't play Wild Card Weekend. I feel like they should have taken a timeout after the punt, not before the punt, but that was when the clock ran out. So I guess it makes sense. And they're going to call for a fair catch at the 17.
Pittsburgh is going to have a turnover.
Or even just another 3 and out. Yeah, I'm not a fan of 2 Monday games either.
I'm not a fan of 2 Monday games on Monday Night Football ever. It sucks.
Well, for playoffs, they space them out so they don't overlap. But in the regular season, they don't need to overlap them like that because it makes everyone hate them. But I just don't like it because that's four teams, 2 winners that are going to have 1 extra or 1 less day for the next week, right? And they're from different conferences, so it's not like they'd play each other. 1st and 10, handoff. Henry, he's going to get 9.
I was wondering why they weren't handing the ball off last time.
They learned quickly.
Yeah, because if they were to blow this game, oh my God.
Oh, Henry just passed Larry Zonka for postseason game with his postseason yards. Second and 1. Handoff. Oh, and he's going to lose yards. That's Henry. Cam Hayward gets him. And it's going to be 3rd down and 3 now. Yeah, but if there was a 1 p.m. game today, they wouldn't have that Monday game. I think they did it because they wanted the 3 games to be primetime.
That's exactly probably right.
They wanted even though Minnesota was a 5 seed being at 14 and 3 or whatever, they wanted them on primetime. 3rd and 3, Lamar back to pass. He's going to check it down. Justice Hill on the outside, and he's got plenty of room to make the play and get the 1st down. He just sat there and waited. There was no one there. Look at this. He just sits down and waits.
The corner backed into coverage, and it was his responsibility. Joey Porter messed up.
All right, 1st and 10 at the 30. Handoff, Henry. And he's going to get 2 or 3.
Look at them stats.
I know, Henry friggin' crazy. He's had a few 150-plus yard games this year, but it's record-breaking in the playoffs. This is his 4th playoff game with over 150 rushing yards. 2nd and 7, handoff, Henry. And he's going to get about half the yards needed. That's his 21st carry. But they just said he's not been targeted once. That's kind of crazy too. Sometimes they do throw the ball to him. All right, 3rd down and 4. All right, 3rd and 4, big play. Back to pass. Lamar fires out, caught, and he's going to get
Ooh.
tackled down. Very tough tackle. Joey Porter makes the play, and it will be 4th down.
I'm still upset that Cincinnati didn't draft him the year that they had the opportunity.
It seemed like fate for him to go to Pittsburgh, though.
I know.
4th and 1, the offense is staying out there trying to ice this game off.
They drafted Miles Murphy instead, I think.
Touch push with Andrews. He's going to get there. Dude, they did that play so fast. Oh, they said that they were in the middle of changing. Yeah, he wasn't even there on time. Oh, he definitely got the 1st down. That's what they're asking. They don't know. What are they doing? He got the 1st down. Now there's a flag on the ground.
There's no flag. They just dropped it just to be sure. Oh, or is there a penalty?
Too many men on the
Offsides.
field. They said too many men on the field. They did get him. It's automatic 1st down anyway.
Either way. Pittsburgh needs a turnover if they want to stay in this game.
It took them a while to decide that, though. The announcers were talking about it the whole time. Oh my gosh, they're going to try to drag this 4th quarter out, man. All right, 1st and 10 at the 45. Henry breaks a tackle and he's able to get a yard. Second down and 9. Clock runs under 10 to go. So the 1 o'clock game tomorrow is Buffalo. That game probably is fine being a 1 o'clock game. Then we got Green Bay and Philly at 4:30, and then Washington, Tampa Bay as the primetime spot. That's crazy.
Yeah, I like that.
2nd and 9. Handoff. Nowhere to go. Justice Hill is going to lose to. Yeah, I like that game being a primetime game. Well, both of them are week 1 matchups. The Green Bay game and the Washington game are both games that played in week 1. So either of those being primetime, I'm good with.
I tell you what, I think that Washington-Tampa Bay game is going to be a doozy. I don't know who's going to win.
Oh, man. I mean, if it was not Jaden's first career start, I think that game would have been closer than it was.
Yeah, but I'm just talking about in the playoffs.
But 3rd and 10, quick fire out, and he's going to be dropped? Caught? I don't know. No, they're saying incomplete, and it's 4th and 10. Pittsburgh's defense gets a stop with 8:50 to go.
On by a thread.
I told you they were going to keep this game interesting. $10 as they score on this drive. Oh, that might have been a catch. He went to the ground holding it. It didn't start moving until he hit the ground.
I don't know what a catch is.
I don't know what a catch is either. That's all right, I guess. And he's going to return from the 11. He's going to cut back, try to switch sides. Still on his feet. And he makes it all the way to the 26. That was a good return. It wasn't a long return, but it was a good return.
Yeah, he did really good. I mean,
he went from the 10 to the 26.
All he needed was a few extra feet, and he might have made it through.
Dude, there's no scarier position in the NFL than being a kick returner, though. You're liable to get blasted from any angle.
Yeah, and you gotta.
It's like
You gotta.
playing tag. It's like playing tag, but they're allowed to pummel you.
I mean, it'd be hard not to put up the fair catch symbol. A lot.
I mean, it's hard to like not try to return it if you see a lane, though.
I mean, is it going to hang up there that long? Is he going to get here before? Or what choice do I make?
Yeah, you're liable. It's liable to be your last snap in the NFL too if you make the wrong move. It's got to be scary for sure.
But you know what? That's what you do if you got a wide receiver that has a problem with dropping the ball. That's what you give them. If they can fix it there.
Yeah, until they start muffing kicks.
Then you're done with them.
Sky Moore.
Is he still on the roster?
Yeah, he's on the IR. He had some abdomen season-ending surgery in like week 6. I said that might be his last snap as a Chief, to be honest.
Hey, I'm drunk.
Hey, drunk. I'm Alex.
I was gonna say it's been a while since Dave's seen you.
No, he came over to the gaming. We hung out.
Yeah, that day I was really shocked. I woke up and you were still on. I was like, she's not supposed to be gaming at this time.
Hi, Alex. Dave's the only person I would make that joke to because I feel like he's the one person who would appreciate it the most. Ray Lewis came in dancing. No, I didn't kill Adam.
Ray Lewis looks like he could still play.
He probably could.
1st and 10, back to pass. Looking, Wilson rolls out. He's going to take off, and he's going to step out of bounds after about a 5-yard gain. Russell Wilson.
Maybe 6 with the extension. Ooh, whoops.
Looks ready to kill. There's a check down to Pickens, and that's going to be a 1st down.
Hey, that whistle was blown. I could hear it loud and clear.
You know what?
Roquan just put a dirty hit on him. It was a 1st down. That's not a fumble.
Allegedly.
I
mean, how do you not go to jail with a body in your trunk? Back to pass. Wilson goes deep down the sideline, and it's caught by Austin.
Oh my God. That should have been
Pickens.
That should have been an interception, dude. That was another jump ball from Wilson. His feet were not on the ground.
He went back shoulder, and Stevens just goes on out of bounds.
That could have very well easily been a turnover. Oh, and they got the playoff, so they didn't have any chance of reviewing
that way
it.
Again, this time he throws it out of bounds.
That was just so they couldn't review the last play. That throwaway was planned.
Ray Caruth doesn't sweat Ray Lewis. That's a good play.
That was a good play. Good body control to stay in bounds, everything. He put his knee down before. Uh-oh.
2nd down and 10. Snap. There he goes. And I think they're going to get a false start.
Yep. It's on Najee.
Alex, I'm hungry.
I'm sorry.
I have not eaten anything today.
I had some El Nepal earlier.
I know you said that. It made me think about some good food. 2nd down and 15. Ball's at the 45, 43. Wilson steps up and he's going to get sacked.
Woo! Woo! Away. Away. He just ducked to that right tackle. 3rd and 22 at the 50.
4th sack for the Ravens. Here we are in 4-down territory. They need to get some of it here. Fires it over the middle, and that's caught by Van Jefferson.
They're only going to get about 7 yards on that, too. And now they got to go. They don't really have a choice.
Yeah, I think they're going to go this time.
4th and 15, and they have to go. Where is Muth? That's fair.
Not on the field. If that was that safety, I'd be right over there to that sideline. Back to pass, looking down the field. It's got time, going deep. It's got a man.
That's picked. It's stripped. It don't matter. It don't matter either way, but still. Turnover on downs.
Pick. You want that playoff pick. There was 4 guys back there. They were not getting the ball into him.
That was a bad decision. If that was DeAndre Hopkins back there in his prime, sure, he's done that to Buffalo. But there was just no chance of that ball getting completed to a black and yellow jersey.
So, John, do you think you can blame Tomlin for that one too?
There ain't no way Mike Tomlin said, "Yeah, Russ, go throw a Hail Mary."
Hey, Russ, it's 4th down and 15. Throw to quadruple coverage in the end zone.
There ain't no way. I said in his prime, he would not break his hip. To be fair, I think he still could do it now. Are you doing games later? I haven't decided. I do have to work at 10 o'clock in the morning. I can't be late.
Yeah.
Normally, I wouldn't care if I was a few minutes late, but they gave me today off. I just don't know that this is all on Tomlin.
The first half of this game, Baltimore moved the ball at will, running it. She won't be early, but she'll be there on time.
I always get there about 10 minutes, 15 minutes early. But that's because I eat breakfast in the morning. I stop at and grab me some breakfast sandwiches on my way. And so I get there and I eat my breakfast sandwiches and then I clock in. That's the only reason I'm early is so I can eat. Now that I work as much as I do, I have to eat twice a day or I don't make it. Have you had Taco Bell breakfast? I've only had Taco Bell breakfast the first year that it came out. But I have never been up early enough. And now my new job, I get off at 5 a.m., but Taco Bell don't open till 7, and I don't want to sit around and wait. Hand off. Henry. He gets about a yard. Maybe 2. Clock goes under 6 minutes.
So the TV's sitting over there, and I don't have anything on it that's important. But it's the episode of Family Guy where Brian's going out with the blind girl, and he pretends like somebody tries to steal her purse so he can beat him up. So he looks like her hero, and now she's kicking the shit out of him. One of my favorites.
I'm not a huge Family Guy person.
Ugh.
2nd and 8. Lamar's going to keep it. He's going to get 7. Your job? No. My second job ends at 5 a.m. I work 5 p.m. to 5 a.m. on that job. But my job I'm going to tomorrow, I have to be in at 10 a.m. American Dad is 1,000% better than Family Guy.
Oh, I don't know. There's things about both of them I love.
Dude, Lamar just quieted the crowd because they were being too loud. 3rd and 1. Lamar's going to keep it. He's going to get the first. And then some. So, but to answer your question, Vasant, I sleep when I can.
Why is Lamar still playing if he's hurt?
He wants to break that record, I guess.
Is that why he ran there?
I don't know.
Says he
Probably.
has the most postseason rushing yards by a quarterback.
I guess he broke the record. Kay said he only needed 16 more earlier.
Yeah, but he had next week too. There's
1st and 10 handoff to Henry. He's faking it like Mahomes. I don't know, man. I don't think Mahomes ever faked it. I don't think Lamar is. So when you sleep for how many hours? Like 5 hours a day? I mean, it depends on the day.
It depends on how long she's allowed to sleep.
Yeah, if I'm allowed to sleep 5 hours, I sleep 5 hours. If I'm allowed to sleep 15, I sleep every minute of that 15. It just depends on when my gap of when I have to do something again is. So I sleep when I can. I don't have a sleep schedule, if that's what you're asking. 2nd and 7. Fakes the handoff. Looking. Throws it to Andrews, and Andrews just goes down.
Oh, he never got touched. See, that's on the player. That's on Pittsburgh right there. He dives and catches it, but nobody touched him down. But a defensive penalty. Hey, Balin.
What's up, Palin? Caught me while I was coughing. Let's be yawning at. You need proper sleep schedule, otherwise it can get very rough. Well, I don't really have a choice right now. Because I'm working 6 to 7 days a week every single week. So I just gotta do what I can to get by. 1st and 10, toss to Henry. Henry's got room. He's gonna get 9. Let's look at what his total's at. He has 183. I mean, it's rough out there, but you gotta do what you gotta do to make it. So that's what I'm doing. It sucks now, but one day it'll be worth it. 2nd and 2, handoff, Hill, and he's gonna get 4 and move the chains. That should take us down to the 2-minute warning. Think about how close this game would have been if Pittsburgh had any offense in the first half. A bunch of dude, I feel that. I have a lot of laundry to do. I just don't have a lot of time to do it. Alex makes $300 million in 2025 and retires. That's the game plan.
That
You
would
got
be amazing.
you got to shoot for the stars, man.
Because if she makes $300 million, I know she's going to give me at least one of those 300, and then I get to retire too.
I'd give you more than $1 million. I don't need that much money.
That's the one thing that neither of us really need a bunch of, the way we live.
I mean, I work 8 hours on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and I work 12 hours on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. But my 12-hour job is in mandatory overtime, at least until the end of this month. So I work 12 hours Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and I work 3/8. So it's 72 hours in a week. I did get today off. I ended up giving a shift away. Just to help someone else out who missed a lot of work due to the weather last week, and they needed it. But
Dave, thank you for that. If you make 300, I'll take one, and I will be very grateful.
Adam, if I do plan on it, I'll post it in the Discord. I'll ping you. I've not decided exactly what I want to do just yet. I might do a couple productive things around my house since I got a little free time. I slept all day. I slept till 4 o'clock today. Then I had to go to the freaking store, which is like my biggest worst enemy is the store. Bet, Adam. Yeah, I'll let you know if I'm getting up and on there. Yeah, there's some good games tomorrow because I know that the Buffalo game's supposed to be like it's just like a one-sided affair, but I do feel like it'll be a good matchup. And then Green Bay and Philly, it's a rematch of Week 1, and that's gonna be a good one. And then Tampa and Washington, I don't know. I went to the grocery store. I didn't necessarily need groceries. I needed like other things. I did buy some drinks and stuff, but like I the only grocery things I got was cookie dough and butter. Like I needed other things. I bought some socks, some hairspray, like other necessities. All right, 1st and 10 at the 22, handoff, Hill. And he's going to get inside the 20. And the Pittsburgh's going to use their first time out. I bought an $80 drink.
What was it, Dave?
Did it have freaking gold in it? Like, did it have like shrooms or something in it? Did you start seeing stuff? Like, what made it $80?
Has to be some kind of bourbon.
I just can't imagine paying $80 for a drink. Double Angel's Envy. $80 though. That's a lot. Are you guys streaming tomorrow? We'll be here. Oh, I have to work tomorrow, but we'll be here for a minimum of probably one of the games. Yeah, the primetime game. I don't know what his game plan is other than work.
Primetime is what I was planning for. That way I can.
And then Monday, I will not be here for the Rams and Vikings game. I have to work. Unfortunately. Even though that ought to be a good game. You best believe I'm going to have that game up on my phone, on my little cart, watching it while I'm picking. Unless I have to be on an equipment. In that case, I will still have the game on in a little box. I'll at least be listening. Actually, I don't know if I'll be able to stream the game, but I'll be listening to you if you're streaming. That's what I did. I've done a couple of times. Is I just listen, put my headphones in, and pull you up.
I really liked the Rams at home for that game, but now that they're playing it in Arizona, I don't know.
That's like another home game for them, though. They don't have a home team advantage, like LA teams, but they play well in Arizona. Just saying. So I think that's a good game. I still pick the Vikings, but I think that's a good game. You know what they should do? Let the 1 seeds play at home, but the 2 through 7, they all just like pick a random stadium, a non-conference stadium. It's neutral, but in a non-conference stadium.
Man, if playoff games were all on neutral field, that'd be pretty amazing.
Everybody but the 1 seed, because the 1 seed is what you earn, right? You get the bye week, you get the home field, whatever. 2nd and 5, handoff, Henry. He's gonna get 4. Like, how interesting would that be? Like, whatever closest non-conference stadium to the higher seed is. I think that would make it fun. So basically, next week, Kansas City plays Denver or Houston.
Denver or Houston?
Give me Houston. That was the one. That's like, there was like this poll on Twitter or Facebook, and it was like, Kansas City fans, which team playing in wildcard weekend? This was before the first game started. Did you want to play? And like, I was all in. I was like, I want to play Houston next week. And then we'd have Buffalo at Baltimore, and yes, that's what I want.
Mark Andrews is getting good at that sneak.
Tush push. I think that's what teams should do. Let your tight end do it. Uh-oh. It's getting chippy. I can't believe it took to the last 2 minutes for them to almost be a fight. Not when it was 0-21.
They got 300 yards rushing today.
Well, Henry almost got to 200. He's at 186. Lamar's got 82. All right, and the clock's at 49 seconds. They're going to take knees now.
There. Say hi to your child.
Oh my gosh, let's put him on the full screen. Look at that boy. Look at that boy. You're a star. You are a star. Oh, and he flopped. He flopped. He said, I don't want to be a star. Hey, Steve, have a good one. It ended up somewhat of a game in the third quarter. Is Cam Hayward done? I don't know. It's hard to tell. And the score is... It's all about what he wants to do.
Ringo.
All right. We're 2-0 this week on what I wanted to happen. All right, Buffalo, 38-0. That's your goal. I want to see Mitch Trubisky in the fourth quarter. Hang on. How old is Cameron Hayward?
36?
He is 35. There were like 5 minutes where we all thought, is a comeback actually on? Dude, I was kind of hoping. Yes, the MVP, Mitch Trubisky. I want to see him in the fourth quarter about 2:30 tomorrow, 3 o'clock. Or for you, it'd be 2. For me, it'd be 3. But yeah, I want to see Mitch Trubisky tomorrow. That's how you know that other team is done and cooked.
Yeah.
It looks like Pickens is getting a Lamar jersey. Nah, Derrick Henry should go ask Minka for his jersey. I want to see that.
Well, that isn't Pickens out there with Lamar.
Oh, it's not. You're right. Because Pickens had the yellow head thing on.
He's standing over there watching.
No, I want to watch Derek go ask Minka Fitzpatrick for a jersey after he dunked him. I think it said number 42. Who's that? Was it someone who got a sack? Because there was one sack on Lamar. It might have been him.
That was Watt, though, wasn't it?
It was 3 dudes. I don't know who they credited it to. Hang on. Roster number. There is no 42. Maybe it was 24.
It was.
That's Joey Porter.
It was 42 though.
Well, there's no 42 listed on their roster right here that I'm looking at.
That's the number I saw.
Hang on, let's go look at everyone credited on that sack. Highsmith is 56, and he's who got credited with the sack.
Oh, Alex Highsmith.
57, 99, 28, 26, 56, 20, 92, 95.
That is 42.
41. Well, there's no defensive player with any statistics that with the number 42.
James Pierre.
Oh, that's the guy. Was there a turnover in that game?
He's a cornerback. That's all I know. He's on the active roster, 42.
No, I remember them calling his name, but on the CBS, he's not listed. But I remember he made a big play. I can't remember what had happened, but he made a big play. It wasn't a sack, but he's not listed on here for the stats though.
Forced fumble.
Well, Pittsburgh had no turnovers.
The Ravens? You mean?
Yeah, but this was a There's nobody on the stat sheet for Pittsburgh with that name. But I remember the play where he made that. Hang on. Let's go to plays.
I'm just seeing that's his name. That's his name, and that's his number.
Yeah, but it would be a forced fumble, and it would still be a stat. But I don't see his name on the stats at all.
You're right. I don't show him doing anything. I seen the forced fumble, but it wasn't from him. He's not on the.
I don't see him on the stat sheet at all, but I remember him making that play because I remember them saying his name. And I'm looking through literally every drive of Baltimore.
Yeah, he doesn't have a stat that shows he's in the game.
What's worse, Chargers charging or Steelers getting their winning record? Chargers charging always, but because they did have a team to win today.
Can Tampa win tomorrow? Monday. Or no,
Tampa,
tomorrow.
Tampa can win tomorrow.
Tampa's got Baker Mayfield and Mike Evans and Bucky Irving, and they're going to put up points. Washington's going to have to score to win that game.
But I think Washington can score. I just don't know if they got enough to do it. I mean, I hope they do. Yeah, I literally just looked through every single play of the game.
Yeah.
I know that receiver was brought up from the practice squad from Baltimore, but I'm not sure about any Pittsburgh players.
He's on the 53-man active roster. He didn't have any recordable statistic for the game.
I swear they called his name earlier. He made a play in this game. But there's nothing. It's like it didn't happen. Maybe we made it up. What was his first name again?
Pierre.
I said his first name.
James Pierre. I had him.
It might have been on a flag.
Well, penalty is a statistic, though.
Yeah, but if it removes a play.
James Pierre.
Oh, he's getting roasted on Twitter right now for asking for Lamar's jersey. I went to search him to see what that
Why?
Because I said he got this tweet. It said, not only is James Pierre total dog shit, he's kissing Lamar's ass and begging him for a signed jersey after the game. Dude, like, there's tweet after tweet. Just, like, search that dude's name on Twitter. I was just trying to see if there was a video of the play he made.
I mean...
Dude, Steelers fans are so mad at him.
Well, Steelers fans are often irrational.
Wait, someone just said that James Pierre is Lamar Jackson's cousin for those curious about the jersey swap. So maybe that's true. I mean, it is on Twitter, so I have no idea.
I mean, that doesn't seem... I mean, we see guys doing
James Pierre is the guy who ran into the Ravens player on the kick when they called for the fair catch interference. That's who that guy is.
You ready to call it a day?
He is getting roasted, though. Yeah, but I feel like a player that made plays, like if TJ Watt was like, Lamar, I want your jersey, it'd make a little more sense to me. But I wanted Derrick Henry to ask for Minkah Fitzpatrick's jersey so bad. They're first cousins. Okay, so, Steve confirmed it. I mean, that makes the jersey swap make a little more sense. Getting to play in a playoff game against your cousin, even though you got whooped on, But, yeah. I mean, it was a better game than I thought it was going to be.
It was competitive for a minute. I mean, and for those that are badgering on Pittsburgh, they at least showed up and tried to keep it competitive. They made adjustments and stayed in the game.
I felt like I was coming, but, good on them for scoring some points, not letting this be a total blow up. You're right. Sometimes Google AI just makes stuff up. That's what they're good at. I don't know if this is true, but I just saw a post that says the Miami Heat are sending Jimmy Butler to Golden State.
Wow.
Interesting.
I have yet to watch NBA this year.
They outscored Baltimore 14-7 in the second half. Yeah, but they didn't show up in the first half. I mean, I believe it. because that's the only way that it makes sense at all. You know, being family or family friends or something is the only thing that makes that jersey swap make sense. Because other than, you know, like he the only play that he was memorable on was a penalty he caused for no reason. So I believe it. I mean, yeah, sometimes dudes do have kids that worship players, but you know, they play each other twice a year, these teams, so he could have asked earlier in the season, like 3 weeks ago. All right, let's close this thing down. It's been real. It's been fun. It's been all right. It's really hot in this room, and I need to get up and walk around because it's making me tired.
Sleepy.
It is making me sleepy. I'm literally drinking a freaking Red Bull, and I'm getting more tired. But we should be back, pending nothing crazy happens tomorrow night. And if for some stupid reason we don't make it in here tomorrow, Papa Blood will be in here Monday. So over the next 2 days, we should be here. Appreciate you all very much. It's good to be back in here for a full stream and not just a half stream. You guys are the best. And on to the next. We will see you when we see you. Much love. Good night. Make good decisions. You guys are the best.